Hello everyone, welcome to day 2 of the 2024 Spring Robot NABC. Why does my camera look a little off? There we go. Is that better? Am I centered? Perfect. So day 1 was very disappointing overall. I think a lot of the decisions, basically all the decisions we made, I think were probably correct or mostly correct. Misguessed one or two things, but there are quite a few hands where our partner made some suboptimal choices and caused us to end up with just really poor scores on a few boards. So much of our opportunities were out of our control on this set. We end with a 55. Still above average, you might say. That's not a horrible result. Unfortunately, if we take a look at the leaderboards, there are players who are hitting 70s, and overall, the winner of this event has historically ended up with like a 69 or possibly a 70% game on average across 3 days. So that means to win the event with a 55% on day 1, we're going to need to score very close to 80% on average over the next 2 days to be able to win, which means it's probably mostly out of our reach. But I did end up putting up a YouTube poll, and these are the results of the poll. I only put it up a few hours ago, so not too many votes yet, but about 3-1 people want to see me try and win the event. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, looking at the leaderboard, I mean, obviously there are a couple of 72s, some high 70s, some high 60s, or some 70s, some high 60s. A few players that people might recognize: Finn Kolesnik, Leo Lasota. Whoops, I am blocking things. Leo Lasota down here in 11th. I went ahead and took a look at Finn Kolesnik's results. Let's pull up my results just so that everyone can see. I know that the video for the first day kind of got messed up a little bit, so we missed out on the first 9 or 10 boards or so. But these were the percentage scores overall. Second half of our set looks a little bit better than the first half, but many of the results were a little bit out of our control on these hands. We did manage to score 300% boards, kind of surprisingly. I mean, most of these hands I thought were fairly down the middle on a few of them. Like obviously in 3 spades, the opponents could have taken another trick, but even if we pull up the Traveler on that one, 3 spades making 9 tricks would have been a 94%. Most of the field was just going down in 3 spades or bidding onto game and not managing to make. So we had some positive results, obviously, but just way too many below average results and a lot of 50s as well, which is going to happen if we play down the middle. Sometimes the boards are just going to be flat. I went ahead and looked at Finn Kolesnik's results because I was curious what, if anything, he might have been doing differently, or was he just getting lucky? And looking at the scorecard itself, you can kind of already tell. There are very few boards that are 50% on here. You know, there are some 65s, which are, you might argue, is close to a flat board, where some small percentage of the field is making a little bit of a mistake. There are some 40s, but there's a lot of boards in the 90s, and then there are some boards that are close to 0. And this will tend to happen when you take a swingy action in general on most of the hands. And as Finn Kolesnik is a very strong player, most of the time when he takes a swingy action, it's going to work out in his favor, just because he'll be able to handle all of the subtleties that come up later better than other players would. But when I started diving into like some of the actions that he was taking, like on the first board, he didn't really take a swinging action. He opened 2 no trump with a balanced 21 count. Board 2, he did take a bit of a swinging action here. He opened a no trump on 13 with a 5-card suit. Board 3, he opened a no trump again on 13 with a 5-card suit. And when I went through the entire set, or many of the boards that he did very well on, for the most part, He was playing like a 13 to 17 no trump opener. I mean, he was opening a no trump on 17s as well. He wasn't just downgrading the range all that much. He would open a no trump on singletons, as I frequently do. But he was just opening a no trump a little bit later, getting to these kind of shaky games where the defense could have beat him, but then managing to outplay the defense, possibly due to the fact that the robots believed that he actually had 15 for his no trump opener, and so they would misdefend for that reason. And this can be winning strategy. I think I'm going to try and do something along those lines today, because our objective is going to be to score close to an 80% on today's session, or close to as 80% as we possibly can. But we might take some other positions as well. There were a couple of times where Finn would end up bypassing major suits to bid no trump. You'll notice that he plays in no trump an awful lot on this set, and he's very infrequently playing in suit contracts. The only times he ended up getting poor results tended to be when his partner actually had a big hand, he opened a no trump, and his partner ended up getting them all the way up to a slam, which unfortunately had no play. So anyway, those are the results up to this point. You kind of know the game plan, so let's get into it. I might not spend as long doing a lot of like discussion about the auction and the bidding as I normally would, because we're mostly going to be trying to generate results, and sometimes if it doesn't work, we just end up getting a 0. But that's how this is going to go. So first hand, we got 22. I mean, this one might not be an unusual decision, at least to start off with, although maybe what we're going to do later in the auction is going to be a little bit more aggressive, pushing for a slam to try and get a really strong score, as opposed to just playing in 3 no trump on this hand, which is where the field is likely to end up. So we'll open 2 clubs. Not this again. Not this again. I hate this, but this bid is so bad. Okay, first question. Do they think 4 clubs is Gerber? They do. I mean, obviously 6 diamonds could be the making slam if I have a club ruff or spade ruff coming in partner's hand, whereas 6 no trump might only have 11 tricks. So, I mean, I guess we have options. My thinking is that I really do want to just bid a slam on this hand. That, like, the field is just going to bid 3 no. I'm certain the field just bids 3 no with this hand, and that's not going to get us a really strong result. This doesn't look like one of these hands where I'm going to have a bunch of guesswork to do in the play and might be able to generate a result over the field. So I really feel like looking for a slam. I just don't know how to get partner to cooperate. Like, I'm not familiar enough with this partner's tendencies in this specific auction, because it comes up so infrequently, to know if they're ever going to bid 4 diamonds over 3 diamonds to cooperate with a slam try and diamonds. Like, I think you should. I'm pretty confident that partners should be bidding 4 diamonds with any sort of diamond support. But I think that this partner is just going to be like, cool, you have 5 diamonds? Great. I still have the same 8 to 11 high card points, and I think 3 no trump might be the right spot. So maybe instead I should just bid 6 no and hope. Not give the opponents any information on opening lead. I mean, a 3 diamond bid could scare them off of a diamond lead, I suppose, because it looks like a diamond lead might not be good for us. Since partner's hand is getting led into, like maybe East will lead a heart away from the king or something, or the ace even, or they'll lead a club away from the jack and partner has ace 10 fourth. A211 is just such a bad range because, like, If partner has 8, we probably want to play in 3 now. If partner has 11, we want to play in 6 now. I suppose that's why the quantitative bid is available, to see if partner has a maximum. I'm just going to bid 6 now. Again, we're trying to get top scores, so this feels like a way to do it. If partner has a real hand, we get the passive diamond lead, but maybe this is okay. If the ace of clubs is on side, we're going to be able to make our slam. I don't know if the field would get there. And despite having a big diamond fit, we don't have a useful ruff to take in partner's hand. Like, if the queen of spades was the jack of clubs, then 6 diamonds is the top spot. And 6 no trump would be a little bit worse, needing to bring home an extra trick in the club suit. All right, so we get our diamond lead. I think I'm going to use the 6 of diamonds to cross to partner's hand to lead a club up. Just to preserve some extra chances in case there might be some sort of late squeeze in hearts and clubs. It's pretty unlikely, but I guess it's possible. Also, I might get a bit of information when the opponent's discard on the king, queen of diamonds. Spade pitch from west. There's a heart discard from west. And a club discard from west. Okay. The club pitch is a little frightening. Remember, North's hand's concealed, so the opponents don't know if North has 4 hearts. It looks like West may have started with 4 spades. They pitched one of them. East also pitched a spade from presumably a 4-card holding. So because the opponents are looking at 3 spades in my hand, it's pretty unlikely partner has 4, and therefore it's safe to pitch from these 4-card spade suits. West threw a heart next. Could be a 5-card heart suit. Otherwise, maybe pitching a second spade would be reasonable. And then West throws a club. I'm a little bit worried now. I mean, it's true that that club discard, if West was not looking at the club ace, would be perfectly safe. They know I can like lead up towards the king, queen of clubs a couple of times. But I'm wondering if I should try and play a club to the 9. I don't think the field is necessarily reaching the slam, though. So it's probably best to take like the percentage play in the club suit. Like, obviously, if I play a club to the 9 and it forces out the ace, now I do just have my 100% result. But that feels like a bit of a stretch. I'm very tempted to try the 9 of clubs, but I guess I'll play the king. Okay, West plays the jack. That is good news for us. So we can... I could cash the jack of diamonds now. It really looks like East has to have the club ace, right? West would never have pitched a club from ace-jack third, and then, of course, not won the ace of clubs, and obviously West with ace-jack 10 wouldn't have risked ducking this trick. So I think the ace of clubs is on side, meaning that we're in good shape to make our slam. just trying to be as careful as possible. I guess I will play a spade to the queen and a club back up. Ace flies ace, returns a heart, and we have the rest. 990. Probably a pretty good result, but it might not be 100% just because I think some players in the field also will reach this, the 6-no trump slam after the auction starts. 2 clubs, 2-no. But we'll see. All right, on to board 2. We have 19 here, so we should probably open 2-no trump to swing this board a little bit. It's not a great 19. It's not like I really want to upgrade this into 2-no, but this will generate a little bit of a swing. Partner transfers us to hearts, so we'll accept. Partner bids 4 clubs. Okay, things are getting a little wild and wacky. I was questioning whether or not I would pass a 3-no bid from partner, and I think I would have. Again, maybe just to generate a swing, if nothing else, despite having the 3-card heart support. We should bid 4 hearts. We have heart support. I don't know why it says exactly 20 high card points. Am I supposed to bid 5 hearts with 21? I don't know. Really weird to me. But we will show our heart support. Partner's kind of captain at this point in the auction. I kind of have a good slamish hand. Like if partner has a singleton spade, the queen of spades being worthless is not great, and the fact that I'm short on high cards isn't good, but compared to a balanced 21 count where I could have king-queen third of spades or king-jack third of spades opposite partner singleton, my hand's actually quite nice. I do have fitting club honors as well. So partner bids key card. I mean, I'm not that unhappy with the way this auction has gone so far. I do think that I'm not going to correct a eventual heart bid to no trump. Let's just bid through key card and figure that out when we get there. So we have 3 key cards. We'll show them with 5 clubs. Partner bids 6 hearts. And we are now kind of at this crossroads where I think oftentimes the robots tend to bid slams based on high cards. So partner probably has a lot of high cards for their bidding. But here, because I was, envisioning this possibility of partner having a singleton spade, it worries me to correct this back to no trump, where the opponents might just be able to cash the first 2 spade tricks. Also, the fact that we opened a little bit light with 2-no, maybe the field won't reach the slam, so there's no reason to try for the extra 10 points and potentially a small number of extra match points. And jeopardize what might otherwise be a pretty strong slam. Like imagine if partner is singleton, king, queen, 5th, king, doubleton, king, 5th, something like that. It's an 11 count, partner's 5-5. As long as the clubs split, we're going to be able to make 12 tricks and hearts. So we'll just pass. We get a spade lead. Okay. Partner has, again, just a ridiculous looking hand. They have a 10 highs. So, man, I don't know what to say anymore about these kinds of actions. We saw this yesterday where partner splintered with 12 opposite our strong no trump, our 15 to 17. Here, we have at most an 8-card heart fit. Like, yes, it is possible, if I really have the perfect type of hand with no wasted values in diamonds, that slam might make, but you shouldn't really be playing for that, right? Like, your partner showed 20 to 21, they're gonna have some cards in every suit. It's very unusual to have one of these strong 2-no openers with 3 small in some suit. Well, opening spade lead, I mean, makes it sound as if East has the spade king. It would be very weird for West to lead a spade away from the king against this auction. So I think we're definitely going to play low at trick 1. Then we're going to need to pick up the heart suit for no losers to make our slam. I don't think we should fly the ace of spades at trick 1, but maybe it's okay. This can't be from a 6-card suit, so there's no way East has the singleton king. So we'll play low at trick 1. East gets to win the king, probably return a spade. Now they play back a diamond, so we will win. We got across to dummy to play trumps. So safest way to do that is probably to cross in clubs. That opening spade lead could still be from a 5-card suit. So if we cross to the spade ace, take heart finesse, it loses. West gives their partner spade ruff. We want to avoid that. It seems unlikely that either opponent has a singleton club. So club to the king, heart to the jack. Hope that we can guess the heart suit from there if the king hasn't shown up. Okay, so the 2 of hearts is still missing. Now, if West has the 6-2 doubleton, there's nothing we can do. Obviously, East just has the king 10 sitting over a queen 9. So the 2 options are we could play East for king doubleton in hearts. We could cash the ace. Or we could cross to dummy and lead the queen of hearts, hoping to pin West 10 doubleton. And I think an added consideration is that if East has started with king 10 8 small in hearts, then we do want to cross to dummy and lead the queen of hearts, because then we can pick up the heart suit just by pulling trumps that way. So maybe that comes into play. I mean, again, I don't know how many pairs are going to reach a slam on this hand, so I think it's kind of all or nothing for us. If 6 hearts goes down, we're just going to get close to a 0 on the board. So my main consideration is trying to pick up the 3-2 trump splits. So like king doubleton of hearts versus 10 doubleton of hearts, there's effectively 50-50. There's no real distinction between the two. And we don't know if West has led from spade length or spade shortness. We kind of don't know if East diamond switch was from a long diamond suit, although West did dump the jack on that trick. I think it's pretty likely that diamonds could be 6-2 or maybe 5-3 for that reason. So I think that kind of argues in favor of playing East for heart shortness. If diamonds are 6-2 and spades are 4-3, then East is pretty likely to have the short hearts. Alright, I'm going to play the ace of hearts. Look at that. The king drops. We make our 12 tricks. So this is probably a pretty good start to the day. Diamonds were 5-3. So 14-30. All right, here we have a 13 count. I will note that Finn with bad 13s was opening one of a minor and rebidding no trump. I think this qualifies as a bad 13. So should we try that, or should we continue pushing our luck? Open a no trump on the 13. This hand just has very little playing strength. All of these scattered honors a couple of spot cards, 10 of clubs, 9 of hearts, but overall the honor structure is fairly weak. No suit that we can really set up. I think I like opening club. Double by West, redouble by our partner. Suggesting penalties. The opponents are vulnerable. East bid a spade. So we could, we could double, which would normally indicate a 4-card spade suit. And I think you probably should stick to your length requirements here, because this is really a scenario where the law of total tricks can help shine, where if you have 4 spades and your partner has a doubleton, the opponents have ended up in a 3-3 fit, a 4-3 fit, and then you actually have a good chance to generate a penalty. Whereas if you only have a 3-card spade suit, the opponents could be in an 8-card fit at the 1 level, and now you'll need kind of like a 2-trick offset from the law of total tricks to really score a strong result. And even if you get plus 200, maybe the reason for that is that your side was making a game. Now I do think the field action here is to bid a no trump, which seems pretty reasonable. This will be our last opportunity to get the opponents in 1 spade, or to get the opponents in any contract. There's no way West is taking another call if we bid a no trump. So the real question is, do we want to go for the penalty, which could generate, one of these 100% boards, or do we want to just kind of go down the middle, bid a no trump? I think this is a hand where playing in a no trump could actually yield a strong result against the field, because I'm going to have a lot of guesswork to do. I have a lot of information on the auction, and I might be able to end play West into leading a red suit later in the play. I might be able to pick off a jack 4th of clubs in East's hand. So for that reason, going for the large penalty might not gain much over just taking the normal action of a no trump, where we might say I'd be expected to get a 70% board on average against the field. I'm going to try a no trump. It has passed out. We get a diamond opening lead. Okay, well, the opponents were in a 4-3 spade fit, which means we probably could have gotten quite a nice juicy penalty against them. Hard for us to know that that's going on in the auction. I mean, obviously, if we had doubled a spade, partner was going to sit for it, and that probably goes well for us, but partner also would have sat with a small doubleton. So a little bit of a guess there. Anyway, 3 of diamonds lead. If this is from queen 9 4th or queen 10 4th, we can actually score 4 diamond tricks. We play low. East puts in the 9 or 10. We win the king. We run the 8 of diamonds, play a diamond to the jack. So I think we start with that. Partner has 12. We open the bidding with 13, and partner didn't do anything over a no trump, which seems very strange to me. Maybe some of the field can find a way to reach game on this one. I'm not certain they will, but obviously I feel terrible playing in a no trump when we had a clear penalty against 1 spade, and it looks like 3 no trump is going to be a reasonable contract, especially if West is leading a diamond against us. So diamond goes around to the 10, we get to win the king. Okay, if we have 4 diamond tricks, probably one of the reasons why West led a diamond instead of a spade is that they have the king of spades. They should have the ace of hearts for the takeout double as well, and they probably have the club king. Otherwise, they don't really have much in terms of values for their takeout double. I mean, West could have the king jack of spades, the ace jack of hearts, the queen of diamonds. That would get them up to an 11 count, and they wouldn't necessarily need the club king. But I think West probably does have the king of clubs. If the king of clubs is singleton, we still only have 3 club tricks. Club to the ace, dropping the king, hook the 10 of clubs. So I think one thing I want to do well, let's see if the queen of diamonds is with West first, because I mean, we can definitely run the 8 of diamonds, and East might win the queen doubleton, and that would kind of shatter our plans on this deal. But I'm thinking about trying to play for 3 club tricks by ducking a club on the first round, playing West for king doubleton. The takeout double makes it fairly likely that West is short in clubs. They say 2 or fewer clubs. I mean, I've seen the robots make these takeout doubles with 3, but I think it's more likely that West has king doubleton than king third here. And we will have a useful discard from dummy, basically, on the 4th round of clubs. We can either pitch a heart loser or a spade loser, depending on how the play develops. So let's start out with this. We'll lead the 8 of diamonds. West plays low. Oh, man! So East had the queen 10 of diamonds. Maybe it's queen 10 third. If that was queen 10 doubleton, we could have played the diamond to the ace, and that had a finesse against West 9 on the way back. But all right, let's duck the spade so that West is in. West has the jack of spades there. Diamond comes back. East had the queen 10 doubleton. That is unfortunate. Okay, so West very clearly started with 4 diamonds. We know that because we can count. Surely West started with 3 spades, otherwise the takeout double wouldn't make a lot of sense. And therefore West probably started with 4 hearts, which means that West does have a doubleton club, and because East is turned up with the diamond queen, it's I think West just has to have the king doubleton of clubs. So we can take our 3 club tricks. Now, is there a way to be a little bit more ambitious than this? Probably not, but maybe we can put West... Huh. So here's what I'm thinking, right? If we go ace of clubs club and duck out of our hand, West gets in, they'll have a safe diamond exit. So we can play a diamond, pitching, say, a heart from our hand, and then we can take the club finesse and cash the queen of clubs. But West is going to come down to ace doubleton of hearts and king doubleton of spades. When we lead the queen of hearts, West will win, play back a heart, and East will still have a heart guard over the 6 if they've been defending carefully, which it looks like they have been. Last trick, East pitched a spade. And so then when we take the spade finesse, West will get their king of spades at the end. If I could... So alternatively, I could strip that safe exit guard by cashing the jack of diamonds, pitching a heart from my hand, and then go ace of clubs, presume that West doesn't unblock the king for the time being. Low club ducked around to West's king. We'll still have the king of hearts entry to take a later club finesse if necessary. Now West is kind of end played, and if West elects to exit a spade, we do get both of our spade tricks, cross to the king of hearts, take the club finesse, eventually only lose the ace of hearts from here. That would be great. But West has a counter to this plan, which doesn't involve unblocking the king of clubs. I mean, if they do unblock the king of clubs, we'll talk about it. But there might be a counter to them unblocking the king of clubs. But if they don't, ace of clubs, low club to the king, West can get out ace of hearts and a heart, because our heart suit is blocked. Remember, we've been forced to pitch a heart on the jack of diamonds in this plan. So, I mean, West doesn't know that that's what's happening. It's very possible that West will misjudge that end position and exit a spade, thinking that East might have 5 spades in the auction. But yeah, I guess I think they're going to get that end position right, though, is the problem. West will just get out ace of hearts, heart. So is there any other way that I can try and cause problems for them? I feel like this is my best chance. Jack of diamonds, pitch a heart, ace of clubs, duck a club. It still feels like it might be a pretty good result because I'm going to pick up the jack fourth of clubs in East's hand by doing this. East pitches a heart. Oh, wait a second. Ooh, okay. Hold on. So if I'm right about the shapes now, East has pitched a heart from a 3-card holding. And I'm pretty confident that's what's going on. Remember in the auction, East bid a spade? They would probably bid a heart if they had 4 hearts and 4 spades. So I'm fairly certain that West is down to the king doubleton of clubs. So we can pitch a heart now, which I will. But if I go ace of clubs club, West wins and exits ace of hearts heart, right? And we have this issue where the heart suit is blocked. Though, if I'm able to duck a club to West without East getting in, I think West actually gets squeezed in the majors. Let's say I'm able to run the 8 of clubs to West. Okay, pretend West has king 9 doubleton of clubs. I guess East can play the jack of clubs when I lead the 8. I mean, that's such a weird play. I don't think East would do this. But if I'm able to run the 8 of clubs around to West, what does West do? If they exit ace of hearts heart, I can win the queen of hearts and the ace of clubs is still an entry to North's hand. If they exit a spade, I get my spade trick immediately. And if they exit a club back, the king of clubs, I get to win the ace, play a club to the 10, and play the queen of clubs pitching a spade. Now we're in a 4-card ending where West is the only one with hearts guarded. So if West comes down to king doubleton of spades and ace doubleton of hearts, I can play the queen of hearts. If West wins, the 6 of hearts is actually going to be a winner by overtaking the 9 of hearts with the king. And if West ducks, then I play the 9 of hearts back. West is on lead with only spades at the end, and I get the last 2 tricks. So, okay. Real question, can I get away with this? Because like I said, if East makes this very unnatural play when I lead the 8 of clubs of putting in the jack, I can still barely come back to par, or to par from my original position, which would have been ace of clubs, duck a club to the king, by covering with the queen. So I blow a club trick, but remember, the squeeze against West in the major suits is still going to work. West wins the king of clubs, exits a club. I go ace of clubs club. West shows out. I go queen of hearts. West can win, play a heart back to the king, but then I play a 3rd heart, pitching my club loser as West gets end played. So it looks like it's kind of a no-cost attempt, and this feels like my best attempt. to end up losing just 2 tricks from here. Because as mentioned, ace of clubs, duck a club. I think it's going to be pretty easy for West to find the ace of hearts shift. So let's give it a try. East plays low. I think we're in great shape. And West exits the king of spades because they could see the impending squeeze coming. So this worked great. I guess I can't claim yet. The robots don't know that I know the jack of clubs is on side, so we'll just knock out the ace of hearts, win the spade return, play a heart to the king, ace of clubs, and a club to the 10. So this was a great result, despite us not... I think it's a great result. I mean, obviously defending one spade doubled would have been better, I think. But still, plus 150, where I think the field is probably going to bid a no trump with our hand, and considering partner decided not to take another call with their 12 count, scoring 9 tricks there has to be an awesome score. On to board 4, a diamond pass. We have 17. We have a very good 17. We'll definitely balance with double, planning to bid some number of no trump next. I think we don't have a diamond stopper, so that's a little bit scary. But, I mean, definitely start with double and see what happens. Partner bids a no trump. This is great. I think we should just bid 3 no. You know, on paper it says 18 to 22, which is... I haven't really thought about these ranges all that much, but we have such a strong source of tricks and clubs. Partner clearly thinks that diamonds are well positioned, and we have a lot of outside controls that might cash. The lead I'm most worried about is honestly a spade, and that's not even so bad for us. We'll be able to win, set up the club suit, maybe take diamond finesses later. So let's just bid 3 now. We get a diamond opening lead. That's not too scary. And on the surface, looks like we have at least 9 tricks. We have 2 diamonds after this lead, 5 clubs, and 2 spades. We should be able to get... well, I mean, we might not be able to get a long heart. If West has both the ace and queen of hearts, then we're going to end up losing 4 tricks, ace, king of diamonds, ace, queen of hearts. But we'll see. I mean, maybe we can pull off some magic once again. We will duck the opening lead to start with. They do switch to spades, kind of the thing I was worried about. Fortunately, we do have 2 entries in the club suit, so if we didn't have 2 club entries, I might have needed to be a little bit more afraid on trick 1. Maybe it would have been necessary to unblock the 10 of diamonds, planning on playing a diamond to the 8 later to collect extra entries, but here I'm happy that we have the ace and 9 of clubs. So we'll win the spade switch with the ace, play back the 10 of diamonds, West can win, and they continue a diamond. This at least gives us an opportunity to try and guess the heart suit for an extra trick. We can pitch either a heart or spade on this trick and presumably play ace for the queen of hearts. I guess it's somewhat likely to work, isn't it? Hold on a second. West not continuing spades is very weird. Because if West had all of the ace, king of diamonds, queen, jack of spades, and ace, queen of hearts, they would have opened a no trump. That would be 16 highs. Wow. Well, in that case, is it more likely that West is missing the ace of hearts? Because switching to the spade queen and then not continuing the suit, I I don't know, maybe I just shouldn't overthink this too much. Let's win the queen of diamonds, pitch a spade. I could obviously cash 4 clubs to try and get a little bit more information before doing anything else. Okay, I mean, this is just kind of a weird spot. West obviously should have continued spades to knock out the spade king, and then we would just have to cash out for 9 tricks. Like, if I cash a bunch of clubs, East is just going to pitch a few spades, as will West. I don't know, maybe one of them will pitch hearts. I don't think I'm going to get any better information. I think I'm just going to try running the 10 of hearts. East does have the ace. So we do make 4. Bit of a slip up from West. Huh. 630. I mean, we'll take it. My guess is that's going to be a fairly flat board, just because if the robot East hopped up with the ace of hearts here, they might have done it against everyone else as well. But that feels like maybe one of the flatter boards of the set so far. All right, well, 4 boards in. Feel pretty good about our results, but we got to keep it up. Partner opens a diamond. So we have 17. I mean, this is, what am I trying to say? A best hand tournament. So obviously partner could have 17. It's far more likely that they have a balanced hand type. I was wondering if I should try something like 3-0. This really isn't like my cup of tea, kind of doing weird swingy things. So I'm not sure which ones of them are like higher percentage or lower percentage. Like, this is a hand where if partner has a 13 count, we might be called for a slam. I have all of these controls, and if we find a 4-4 major fit, I have length in partner's diamonds. We might be able to pitch my club loser on the 4th round of diamonds or something, pull trumps, and lose a trick in the other major. Something like that. But like, if we really did just want to swing the board, we could try a diamond pass 3-0 with this hand type. The opponents are never going to believe that we have 4 cards in the majors. They might end up dropping a trick and no trump for that reason, and that could work out well to our advantage. Obviously, a counter argument is that 4 of a major might take multiple tricks or do multiple tricks better than no trump, because we can cross ruff. Like, if partner has ace doubleton of spades and we have a 4-4 heart fit. And then there's the argument about reaching a good slam. I feel like 3-0 might be the swingy action. It says 13 to 15 too, which is a little bit sad, because it probably should be some sort of very narrow, limited range, given that you're taking up so much space. So we're definitely missing slams if I take this action. But it's very uncomfortable to me to not fit a heart when I see so much potential in this board. But in reality, we're probably going to end up in 3-0 anyway, and all right, I'll bid a heart. I'm not convinced by the 3-0 bid. Partner bids a no trump. I'm just going to bid 3-0, I think. Partner has at least 4 diamonds now, but it still feels like a pretty big position to try and go looking for 6 diamonds when we have at most 31 highs between us, and far more likely we're going to be closer to the 29 or maybe even 28 if partner has 11. Let's just bid 3 now. Spade lead. Okay, well, good news. We're not in 6 diamonds. That's a good start on this board. Bad news is that I think everyone else is going to get here as well, get the same spade lead, and probably end up with the same number of tricks that we do. But we'll see. 2 spades could be 4th best from something like 10/4. So if it goes spade to the 9 and jack, ace of spades dropping the queen, we can finesse the 9 on the way back, and maybe the field won't recognize this. There are some chances for squeezes, I suppose. We do have a lot of threat cards in the 4th club and 4th heart. I think first things first, we want to, I was gonna say duck a diamond, but maybe we want to play a diamond to the king. It would be nice if we had a count on how many spade tricks we were able to take first. Because if we do have 4 spade tricks, well, let's see what happens trick 1. Spade to the queen. We win the ace. For the time being, let me count on 4 spade tricks just to get a sense of where I'm at in terms of trick taking on the hand. 4 spades, 3 hearts, 3 clubs is 10. If we score a diamond, that's 11. We would need to duck 1 trick to rectify the count. I think I should play a diamond to the king then, and then duck a diamond. And this will work out great if diamonds are 4-2 with one of the opponents having like queen or jack doubleton. I mean, specifically West, I guess, having queen or jack doubleton. East won't be able to profitably overtake and cash another diamond, otherwise that would set up our 10. And then we'll have the diamond guard isolated for a potential squeeze. This would also be important if diamonds are 3-3, because maybe spades don't come home for 4 tricks, and we can actually just set up the long diamond to pitch either a spade or a heart. Well, looks like spades have come home for 4 tricks, a diamond to the 8, king, and ace. I think I should duck a diamond now, probably. It's gonna look really dumb when East turns up with queen, jack, 9-8, 5th in the diamond suit, which I guess is possible. But I think this is our best chance for the potential squeeze. Okay. Counting 1 second. I can play the king of spades. Okay, good enough. Wow, the 10 of spades was even offside. Insane. So 6:30. I don't know why I didn't score the beer. It doesn't really matter. Apologies, though, to everyone out there who wanted me to desperately unblock that 10 of diamonds on the previous round of the suit. But 6:30, probably a fairly flat board. It looks like we may well have had a squeeze developing, although it's kind of hard to say. If he's to duck that diamond round West 9, then I suppose multiple heart plays would cut the communication between the north-south hands, and we actually end up with just 600. I just wasn't comfortable like wasting an entry to dummy to lead a diamond towards the 10-7 remaining, but maybe I should have been. Anyway, 630 does feel like a okay result, maybe average plus, not really in the ballpark of that 80% score that we're looking for, but still feels like better than average. So 5 good boards. Board 6, East opens a spade. I guess we overcall a no trump. I mean, something we could do is we could pass and hope to double the opponents in whatever contract they landed in. One concern I have with that approach is that partner won't know that double means lead spades. I think we should just take the field action for now. It is a no trump bid, and no trump bids tend to work out quite well in these robot events if you take more tricks than the field, so. All right, that's fine. We've ended up in 1 no trump, no more bidding. Huh. A little bit of a tricky hand to play. Nine of spades lead. Looks like East has a 6-card suit. So had we passed, it might have gone a spade, a no trump, 2 spades, and then we could double. I'm not sure actually what North, or how North would interpret that double. I think the robots might believe it's still takeout, which is very weird. So maybe we've done the right thing overall. I think I'm going to discard hearts from dummy. East is likely to have the heart ace. And we don't really have the entries to make use of the 4th round of hearts, but we do have entries to make use of the 4th round of diamonds, if diamonds split. So I think I'm just going to win spades and get to work on the diamond suit. There's another interesting possibility I'm looking at, which is we could win this trick and lead the 8 of clubs to the 9. And if West has 10-3 of clubs and East has queen-3, it might be a little bit difficult for East to duck the queen of clubs. They probably should, but we might be able to score 4 club tricks that way. Anyway, I think I like the plan of working on diamonds. It's maybe unlikely that diamonds are 3-3, given that East has 6 spades, but it still feels like as safe an exit as anything. West is high-load in diamonds, so I think East does have, it looks like ace doubleton of hearts. Oh, that's so sad that it was ace jack doubleton of hearts. That's very unfortunate. But yeah, it looks like West has the king jack of diamonds remaining. So East does start with 6-2-2-3 shape. Okay, well, making the contract is not that challenging from here. We can play the king of clubs and exit a low spade, for example. East gets end played into leading spades into our ace 10. I mean, I guess technically I should go king of clubs, 10 of spades, just in case West has 9-8 doubleton. So that would give us 7 tricks. I'm still looking for more than 7, though. I mean, 7 tricks will be an okay result here, but I do strongly believe there are players in the field who will say our heart suit is stronger, we should work on hearts, and they lead the king of hearts out of hand. They pitch a diamond from dummy, they lead the king of hearts out of hand, and then squash the jack doubleton, take the heart finesse, and then they get rewarded with 3 heart tricks. So can we do better is a question. I think the answer is yes. If East has the club queen, which it's still possible that what I should be doing is go king of clubs, club to the jack. Let me think. How likely is that to be the case? East has turned up with the queen jack of spades, the ace queen of diamonds, the ace jack of hearts. So that's 14 so far. If they also had the club queen, would they balance 2 spades over a no trump? I mean, they probably shouldn't. I don't know if they would. So what I'm thinking is, if East has queen third of clubs, I could go king of clubs, club to the ace, club pitching a diamond. East will win, and they're down to just spades, so they lead a spade. If they also have the 8 of spades in hand, when they lead a spade, I can win the 7 of spades, exit the 3 of spades as West shows out. East will win, and they'll have to lead into my king 10 of spades. So I'll end up making 2 or 8 tricks. This plan obviously goes awry if West turns up with queen third of clubs. Because West will then be able to cash a couple of diamonds. So how bad would it be if I go king of clubs, club to the ace, club pitching a diamond? West wins, they cash 2 diamonds, I pitch 2 spades, but then West exits a heart to me. I end up going down 1. So the idea of king of clubs, I guess cash the queen of hearts, it kind of doesn't matter, and then exit the 10 of spades is East is out of red suits, based on what we saw earlier in the diamond suit. It would be very weird for East to cash the queen of win the queen of diamonds, cash the ace, and then not continue the suit if they started with 3 of them. Or do that and then switch to hearts and go ace of hearts, jack of hearts. So we exit the 10 of spades. We know East has to have at least the jack. They might also have the 8. If East exits a club, it's into the club tennis, and we can just run a bunch of clubs in dummy. So East is going to have to exit a spade. We'll be able to take the spade finesse kind of safely. And actually, yeah, wait a second. I think East gets end played again later, right? Oh, maybe this is just a safe plan to end up scoring 8 tricks. Okay, I'm glad I paused to think about this, because I liked the idea of king of clubs, club to the ace, club, but it looks like it might not be necessary. So if I cash the queen of hearts and East pitches a club, well, then I have a bit of guesswork to do. I don't know if I go king of clubs, club to the ace, or king of clubs, club to the jack, but one of those 2 things will score a bunch of clubs for me. But if East pitches a spade, I go king of clubs, and lead the 10 of spades, pitching a diamond. If East wins and returns a club, I score all of the clubs in dummy. And that would be enough for 8 tricks. If East returns a spade, I can win, cash the king of spades, pitching another diamond, and then play my last spade as East follows with their last spade. Because remember, the queen of hearts would squeeze them out of their 6th spade. They'll have to lead into the ace-jack of clubs at the end of the hand. So I think I like that plan. That looks a lot better to me than whatever else I was thinking about. So queen of hearts, East kind of gets squeezed in the black suits. Hopefully they don't pitch a club, because otherwise I have to guess. Okay, East throws a spade. This is great. Now we can unblock the club king and exit the 10 of spades to East, who plays back a club to dummy. Cool. So presumably all these clubs run. They do. And this is going to be, eventually West gets one of their diamond tricks. A little sad that queen third of clubs is onside. I think this would have been a massive result if East had queen third of clubs here, because the eventual strip squeeze that we were playing for would have been something that the field doesn't find, not in this weak of a field. But still, 120 feels like a nice result. Definitely possible that players, though, just like win the opening spade lead and go king of clubs, club to the jack, ace of clubs, and they're like, oh, bridge is so easy. What a great game. But I do not think that that is a good line of play, even if it works this time. It wasn't even something I'm considering when I'm playing for like close to 100% on every hand. All right, board 7. Again, we have a 12 count. Probably not quite good enough to open a no trump. I wonder if I should be opening a club or a diamond to swing a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my normal diamond opener, and then if partner bids a heart, I'm going to deny 4 spades by rebidding a no trump. Okay, this is not a particularly friendly hand. Partner bids 3 diamonds, and the robots really do not understand these jumps to 3 of a minor. They'll frequently do it on balanced hands with 5-card support, which I think is really bad, since normally playing in a no trump when you have 9 diamonds between you, or 9 clubs, or 8 or 9 clubs, or whatever, will score more match points. And with balanced hands, the suit contract isn't going to offer as much in terms of extra trick taking. I mean, we got a pass. I did recall seeing a hand, I think I might have even pulled it up at the beginning of stream, where Finn, in a similar auction, elected to bid 4 diamonds in this position with only 4 diamonds in hand, and an otherwise fairly flat hand. I think he might have been singleton in the opponent's suit, but I don't think that's a good bid, and naturally, on the aforementioned board, Finn was punished for it. So I think we'll just pass. This might be a somewhat flat one, with the opponents getting to 3 hearts. We'll lead partner suit, or my suit, ace of diamonds. And we have to decide if we need to switch to spades now. It seems somewhat safe to switch to spades. Like, it may give up a spade guess, is the only concern I have. Yeah, maybe I just shouldn't. Maybe I should just play back a diamond and... I wonder if a low club switch is any good. Low club switch is a bit uncomfortable because I'm gonna have to figure out at some point if I'm trying to give partner club rough or cash the king of diamonds. So I think let's just continue a diamond. Hopefully partner plays clubs now. Nope. Absolutely not. All right, heart, heart. Partner's 9 of hearts switch followed by the 7 looks like a doubleton to me. So I think Declare started with 6 hearts. I think Declare started with 2 diamonds. Therefore, they have 5 cards in the black suits. If I switch to spades here and partner happens to have a Queen 10 doubleton, it doesn't give up a trick. I will still get my club ace, but Declare will be able to pitch a club. Unfortunately, if partner does have that kind of disaster spade holding and I switch to clubs and Declare guesses it right, by hopping up with a king, we do lose our club trick. So a spade switch definitely safe, doesn't give anything away, and never really costs the ace of clubs as a trick, but a low club might beat the contract if Declare has a club guess. What is East turned up with? I mean, so far nothing in terms of values, and you know, they say they probably have some values for this bid, but it does look like he started with 6 hearts, which I guess means they might be a little lighter in high cards. So East has the Queen of Hearts, Queen 6th of Hearts, small doubleton diamond. They probably have the spade ace, otherwise what, if anything, are they bidding on? And like at imps, we definitely switch to a low club here. I'm just wondering at match points, because it does kind of look like if I switch to spades, Declare always is just going to run the spade suit and then pitch their club before doing anything else, and we're going to end up with just one trick. I mean, I guess something I could do, let's say East is like 2, 6, 2, 3 with 3 small clubs and like ace, queen, doubleton of spades. Declare doesn't know that the Jack 10 third of spades is falling. Or even worse, if East has ace, jack, doubleton of spades, then ace of clubs and a club is pretty likely to beat the contract, because then East wouldn't know that the Queen 10 third of spades is falling and that the Queen of spades is on side. Okay, I'm starting to like this plan a little more. Maybe just go ace of clubs, club, hope that they finesse the jack, partner scores the jack of clubs or the queen of clubs if they have it. It's very possible that partner just doesn't have the club queen. But yeah, this feels like a much better attempt than the alternatives. So Declare has blocked the spade suit, but it doesn't matter. They had ace, queen, third of spades. So they have the rest. Could have conceded. I'm not sure what would have happened if we had led a low club in that end position. Declare would have been in a position where they have to guess, certainly. But if they did guess to hop up with the king, then they would make an overtrick. So that's why I was a little bit hesitant to do that. But 140 feels like maybe a fairly flat board. I guess we'll see at the end of play. Pass, pass, East opens a spade. I guess we should probably overcall no trump. We do have 17 with the spade stopper. Partner bids 2 clubs stamen. We will bid 2 diamonds. Partner bids 3 no. I like how 2 diamonds denies a 4-card spade suit as if spades was ever going to be a contract we wanted to play in. We get the 7 of spades opening lead. And it's not the greatest dummy, although this contract does have play. I think the field is going to get here. So let's see what happens on the first few tricks. So spade goes to the king. Uh-oh. Ace of spades. Well, I don't see anything wrong with pitching a club for now, because East is definitely going to continue spades. I mean, I assume, like, maybe I should just pitch a heart. I'm just thinking, like, there's some remote chance that the Jack-10 third of hearts falls, and that could get me out of some bind late in the play. Like, if I score 4 hearts, 2 clubs, a spade, and 3 diamonds for 10 tricks, that's possible. But in reality, we're probably just going to end up cashing a bunch of clubs. If West has the queen third of spades, which seems pretty likely, I mean, East won the king and then played the ace, we'll also know if they have the queen of spades because they'll play it on the next round, so when East continues a low spade, we can definitely stick in the 9. West won't be able to continue the suit, so it does look like we're going to make this contract, which is good news. I'm just trying to maximize my number of tricks if possible, while still safely making 9 tricks, because obviously I could, like, win, say, a heart switch in hand and go ace of clubs, jack of clubs, knocking out the king. But that gives up on the possibility of picking up the clubs for no losers if East has king doubleton. All right, we'll pitch a heart. Diamond switch, sure. Is there any chance the king of clubs is offside? That's the question I have right now. Because if East has the king of clubs, I can win the diamond, unblock the hearts, cross the diamond ace, play a heart pitching a diamond, and then play a club to the jack, and we're safe. Because even if the king third of clubs is with East, we'll eventually lose the final club trick, but the rest of our hand is good. We'll have our 9 tricks. So East is turned up with the ace-king of spades. It looks like they have the diamond queen. If they don't have the club king, they could have the jack of hearts. But that would only be 10 highs, and they only had a 5-card spade suit. I think it's almost impossible that East doesn't have the club king. So this line of play seems safe for an over trick. East pitched a diamond and not a spade on this trick. That's kind of curious. So hearts are 6-1. Spades are 5-3. That 9 of diamond switch does look like it came from a doubleton to me. So that means that East would be 5-1, 5-2 in shape, and the king of clubs will be falling doubleton on side. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cash the jack of spades and force a discard from West. I mean, presumably West will pitch a heart, but if West pitches a diamond and I lead a diamond to the ace, then I'm going to have diamond count. So the queen of hearts might just squeeze East out of the information that I'm looking for. Is there any way that if East is 5-5, they're missing the king of clubs? What would their hand be? Ace, king, 10, fifth of spades. Queen, 10, fifth of clubs. Or queen, 10, fifth of diamonds, doubleton clubs, singleton heart, it would be a 9 count. I don't think there's any way that the robots would open a 9 count. All right, so I'm pretty confident the king of clubs is on side, so this should be perfectly safe. Jack of spades. West throws a club. Now a diamond to the ace. Queen of hearts. East finally pitches a spade. So East has a spade remaining. If they have 2 diamonds remaining, then they only have 2 clubs. Wait, if they have 2 diamonds remaining, they have 1 club. If they have 1 diamond remaining, they have 2 clubs. So it's only if East has no diamonds remaining. Do they have 3 clubs? So I guess I can pitch the 7 of diamonds here. This should be safe. No beer, but... All right, 4:30. Kind of weird that East didn't cover the queen of clubs there at the end. But we end up with our 10 tricks. Again, looks like probably a pretty flat board, unfortunately. Everyone's going to get there, and everyone's basically just going to play a club to the jack. Maybe some players will not realize that it's safe to take the club finesse and kind of go ace of clubs, jack of clubs, as we had been talking about earlier, which will guarantee them 9 tricks. So we might pick up a few match points against those pairs. All right, on to board 9. Partner opens a heart. I mean, normal thing to do would be to bid a spade, right? I'm thinking about just bidding 3 no. Again, not sure if that's the way to go about swinging some of these boards. A heart. Like, a heart, a spade, a no trump 3 no is probably one way to do it. We might miss out on 5-3 spade fit, but we have some extra values, and hopefully no trump plays a little bit better than hearts, or at least as well as hearts. So I think that has some merit. It's obviously anti-percentage, right? Like, we have the side diamond suit. Maybe we need to rough diamonds in partner's hand if they have 3 spades, but maybe that type of auction will induce a spade lead from East if they have shortness. The robots like to do that. Alternatively, we could try something like 2 clubs. I'm kind of thinking maybe I should have thought it through some of these ideas about how to generate swings before I turned on the recording, but that's okay. We're here now. So a heart, I guess I'm just going to go with what feels natural to me, so I'll bid a spade. Partner bids 2 hearts. So here's where we can make a little bit of divergence. We could bid 3 clubs or 3 diamonds to show a suit and maybe go fishing for a spade fit. I'm just going to bid 3 now. We get the ace of clubs lead. Okay. I mean, we're in a good spot. We have right-sided the no trump. That's also good. Let's see what happens at trick 2. Ace of clubs and a low club. Oh. Let's just let ace of clubs from ace... What? Oh my. Oh, okay. Well, that's a thing that happened. West just has ace doubleton of clubs. Now they're pitching hearts. Amazing. So, spades are probably breaking, but there's no guarantee. Either way, we can definitely pitch a heart on this trick, unblock the spades, cross back to the diamond, and start running the spades, and then make a plan. So let's do that before anything else happens. Spades are splitting, which is good news. No queen or jack of diamonds has fallen, so the 10 of diamonds will not be a winner, although it might be some sort of squeeze threat, potentially. So let's cash a couple of spades. Club discard from east. Another club discard from east. Like, to clarify the position, we could cash the diamond king now. I don't think I'm going to. So I'll just play a spade pitching a diamond and see what happens. There's another heart discard from West. And East pitches their last club. So it looks to me like either East is, or West is down to Queen third of hearts. Or sorry, maybe I should give the count of the hand. It looks to me like West is either down to 3 hearts or 1 heart. If they're down to 3 hearts, it's probably the queen, and we should take the hook. Losing only if hearts were 5-1 originally, with East having a stiff queen. Or, if West is down to 1 heart, then East has 3 remaining, and we should still take the hook. Taking the heart finesse is bad if diamonds have split 3-3, because then both opponents are down to a diamond left in hand. So auction-wise, if East really was 6-4 in the minors, which is what I'm thinking about playing for, East would have started with Queen-Jack 4th of diamonds, Queen-Jack 9 4th of diamonds, and King, Jack 10 6th of clubs. Nothing in hearts, nothing in spades. It's probably not good enough to bid. I think even humans probably wouldn't bid, like stick in a 3-club preempt at these colors. But it's getting close. The alternative hand, so the accompanying hand from West would then be 4 small spades, Queen 5th of hearts, doubleton diamond, and ace doubleton of clubs. 4 small spades, queen fifth of hearts, doubleton diamond, ace doubleton of clubs, and West elected to lead the ace doubleton of clubs. I don't know how to analyze robot opening leads. I mean, that seems like a very strange thing to do. If you were going to choose between the minors, you would probably lead the doubleton diamond over the doubleton club. But I don't know. They like leading aces, so maybe that it argues for that. Alternatively, West could have started with 4 diamonds. So then that hand would look like 4 small spades, 3 small hearts, Jack, 9, fourth of diamonds, and ace doubleton of clubs. Like, I think everyone would lead a small diamond from that hand. I'm pretty sure that hearts started out as 5-1 on this layout. I think I'm taking the heart finesse. Well, also on that ladder layout, it just doesn't matter what I do because East is down to queen third of hearts, so eventually I'll score 2 heart tricks. So what are the layouts where this goes badly, right? Diamonds are 3-3. I did notice the diamond spot cards that were played, West high-load and diamonds. So that also kind of gives me a little bit of information that I think West has a doubleton. But let's see, if diamonds were 3-3, what does West's hand look like? I mean, West would be 4 small spades, like queen fourth of hearts, and they've pitched 2 times from it, or 4 small hearts, and they've pitched twice from it. So 4 small spades, 4 small hearts, 3 small diamonds, and ace doubleton of clubs, and they lead the club ace. I'm going to take the heart finesse. Okay, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. I still don't know why West led ace of clubs instead of a low diamond from this hand, but East had the queen third of hearts. So that's a little bit unfortunate. I mean, it's fortunate for us that, like, we ran into a layout where, like, even though I quote-unquote misguessed the hearts, we knew it didn't matter when this was the distribution on the hand. But it's really sad that West didn't start with the queen fifth, because then we actually would have gained on the field. Most of the field is going to be too afraid to take that heart finesse late in the play. Board 10, we have 20. All right, another hand where we can't take a non-field action, or at least, like, I don't think we can. Trying to just be consistent and channel my inner Finn on these boards. Double by East over the Stamen bid. So does 3 spades show anything? No, it just shows 4 spades. I guess I will do that. Partner bid's 3-no, which is not what I want to see. Thoughts on 4 hearts? That would be a very non-standard action. This is hard. Most partnerships, at least expert level partnerships, will have an agreement about how to show or deny club stoppers when they double Stamen, or show or deny stoppers generally when they make these doubles. So with this partner, since I don't have that agreement, I mean, it's kind of just a gamble. This unfortunately feels like one of them where 4 hearts is probably anti-percentage. Like, it could work out and could get us that 100% score, but it's very unlikely to. Unfortunately, the problem that I'm seeing is, like, 3 no trump. It's either going to like West is just going to lead a club, and either we have a club stopper or we don't. So there's not really going to be much to the play of the hand. We're either going to be down 2 off the start, or they're going to lead and set up clubs, and we're just going to cash out 9 tricks, or maybe cash out 8 tricks or something. I don't know, 4 hearts really doesn't feel like the position where we have a real chance of generating a large swing. Well, we do, but it feels like such a low chance to me. East didn't preempt clubs in first seat. That's kind of all the information we have. I mean, maybe partner has like king doubleton or queen doubleton of clubs, and West has the jack. We could potentially utilize our 10 of clubs. Like, obviously, if partner turns up with a singleton club, we would prefer to play in like a 4-3 spade fit on this hand. That's one of the main benefits of 4 hearts. If partner has 3 spades, they'll probably correct. I guess I'm just going to pass. Cool. Yep. 4 clubs lead. Well, the ace of clubs is obviously offside, so I'm going to play low. I mean, I don't know why I say obviously. I think it's markedly offside. Let me think about that for just a second. I mean, East could have queen jack 9 5th of clubs. At least a human East could. I don't know if this East can. So it's possible that we should be playing the king here. There is a real reason to play low, though, which is that if West has the heart ace, and East has like ace queen 5th or ace jack 5th of clubs, and it goes low club to the queen, ace of clubs club, the club suit's blocked. My 10 of clubs actually does carry some weight. I think I'm going to play for that. Like, the field will probably be in this contract, and they'll probably play the king of clubs at trick 1. So let's play low. Looks like East just started with ace queen jack 5th, though. Okay. I gotta make 2 more discards. I think if I ever pitch a heart from my hand, the East always switches to hearts. But maybe that's okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting out for less than down 2. I'm a little worried about potential 4-1 diamond splits. Especially since West hasn't discarded any diamonds yet. Is there anything I can do about this? Because it looks like I should just be pitching a heart or spade, probably. I guess a spade discard might be best here. East switches to hearts, I go king of hearts, probably king of hearts to the ace. A heart comes back, I win the queen, maybe the jack has fallen, I can pitch 2 diamonds on the ace king of spades. if I pitch a heart and it goes heart, heart, and then the diamonds don't work, I might have to try spade finesse. I guess maybe West gets squeezed in spades and diamonds. Okay, so a heart discard's probably fine. All right, diamonds have run. Down 2. Flat board, not what we wanted. Looks like if we did end up in 4 hearts, I mean, it wouldn't have been amazing to be in this 4-3 heart fit. A club is still going to be led. There's too much work to do to make the contract, but we will end up going down less than 2. Probably down 1, losing 2 hearts and 2 clubs would be my guess. Still a lot of work to do, though, so maybe minus 200 is going to be a common result in that contract as well. Anyway, on to board 11, we got a 16 count. Again, I feel like it's true. It's certainly true you do need to get lucky in these events, not to the extent that, like, oh, let's just bid a slam and hope that 2 finesses work. That is not going to work out if you play like that over the course of the 3 days, but we need to have hands where we can do something a little bit unusual but generate a positive swing. Here, getting dealt a flat 16 where the entire field opens a no trump is not going to help us. Everyone's going to be in 3-no here, so even if we manage to take 1 more trick than the field, it's still only going to be like a 65% board usually, and this hand just looks completely flat to me. Two of hearts lead, 4th best, so there's no king doubleton of hearts dropping, notably. We might be able to pick up king 3rd of hearts, but we're going to have to dodge a club switch when the opponents get in with diamonds. So hopefully West has the diamond ace. They do, although now that I'm looking at it, if we're going to make this work, I'm kind of running out of dummy entries to North's hand. So if I lead a diamond and West hops up with the ace and then switches to spades, we're in good shape. I can go ace of hearts, diamond to the king, duck a heart, hopefully knocking out king 3rd. Maybe, if we get lucky, and then pitch a club on this trick, eventually get over to the ace of spades to cash my heart. No, the king of clubs switch. How rude. I mean, we'll duck this trick. Hopefully West switches to spades. Okay. I mean, we have a chance. I don't think it's a very likely chance, but I think it's pretty unlikely because I'm pretty sure East has one of the club honors, the jack of clubs. But we can at least win the king of spades, unblock the diamond, cross back to the spade queen, run the diamond suit, and, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's pretty unlikely that we end up making any extra tricks here, but a squeeze is theoretically possible. I mean, if East has the queen jack of clubs and the king of hearts, then we can do it, or if West has those cards. Both of those things seem exceedingly unlikely. But I will cash a couple of diamonds before unblocking the heart ace, just to try and put maximum pressure on the opponents. Doesn't look like it's going to work. $430. So 10 tricks. And kind of a sad result. Well, at least the king third of hearts wasn't there. Otherwise, maybe someone could have avoided that club switch by playing different diamond cards. Board 12, we're about halfway done. Partner opens a spade. We get 2 no trump by East. I have a big spade fit. I mean, I'm tempted to just bid 4 spades. Oh, this is preemptive. I'm still tempted to just bid 4 spades. Like, my hand's pretty bad, considering I have 13. Partner opened, but the jack of spades is probably a useless card, unless trumps are 4-0. In which case, 4-0 trumps would be bad for us anyway. The king of clubs is okay, but my club length is bad. The queen of diamonds is probably a bad card, but might be okay if partner has, like, ace doubleton. Prevents a diamond lead, at least. I'm wondering about 3 no. Presumably we have 5 spade tricks, at least. I do have the minor suit stopped. It avoids the issue of playing in spades where the opponents might get club ruffs, for example. I mean, downside, of course, is like maybe they lead and set up the club or diamond suit, and I just can't knock out like the ace of hearts, for example, set up partner's hearts. It is a potential way to swing the board. And this one, I think, has a little higher likelihood of working out than the previous example, board 10, I think. Even though it probably would have worked there too, bidding 4 hearts. So maybe I've missed some opportunities. I wonder if this is a good chance. Like, if I had like the 10 of clubs, I would feel a little bit better about this plan. Because queen third of diamonds could easily work out. Like, if West doesn't lead a diamond, then either a holding of king doubleton or ace doubleton would produce 2 diamond stoppers. So the thing I'm mostly worried about is having 2 club stoppers, and that seems exceedingly unlikely. Then again, West, I think, is pretty likely to lead diamonds, given our length disparity in those 2 suits. I don't know. 3-no has potential. Again, I don't feel comfortable making what I think is the wrong bid. This is... It really makes me feel all dirty inside doing this thing. Where normally we would just show this hand as like limit raise in spades, potentially get to a spade slam if partner had the right cards. Pretty unlikely with our holdings, but it's possible. I like how 3-no is alerted as 5 or fewer hearts, 5 or fewer spades, as if we would ever bid 3-no with 4-card spade support. That doesn't seem very likely to me, but I guess this is an example hand, right? I'm just gonna bid 4 spades. Okay. I mean, probably good news for us, because we do get to ruff some hearts in our hand, or potentially just take a few heart finesses. It does seem as if they were going to lead diamonds against no trump, and either run the first 5 diamond tricks along with the club ace, or maybe set up the diamond suit, and then we wouldn't be able to lead a club up to the king. So I think in no trump, we might have been limited to 9 or maybe 10 tricks, whereas here we're just going to lose a diamond and a club. And trumps could still be 3-0. 3 of hearts lead, though, does look like shortness to me. I mean, we'll definitely pull a trump before doing anything else. So let's play the jack of hearts, which holds. I see. Well, now trumps definitely look like they're 3-0. But this does mean we should be able to ruff our heart loser. All right, let's pull a trump, right? So ace of spades. If he shows out, I think we should go ace of hearts, heart ruff, pull trumps, and then we can lead a club up to the king. Okay, as expected. And because East bid 2-0, promising 5-5 in the minors, there's no way West can ruff the second round of hearts. So there's the queen that we expected West to have from trick 1. So trumps are pulled. We can now try a club up to the king. East plays the ace, of course. Cashes the diamond ace. Probably tries another diamond. Okay, West has the king of diamonds, so 3-no trump was not going to be a success. Probably. But 650 and 4 spades. Unfortunately, again, feels like a little bit of a flat board, but we're halfway through now. Maybe pause for a second to try and take stock and figure out what our percentage is after about 12 hands. Board 1 looks great. We get to 6-no trump. I think some pairs might get there, but feels like about 80%. Board 2 feels like a huge result. Partner kind of was insane in the auction. After we were a little bit aggressive with our opening bid, we got to a slam and it did make. Board 3, we had opportunities to do better, but plus 150 is also a huge result here. Board 4, pretty flat hand, although we did well to lead hearts up and East mistakenly took the ace. We were probably going to misguess. Board 5, 3-no trump, we took 10 tricks. This feels like an okay result, although maybe it's going to be somewhat flat. We were awarded with an extra diamond trick that we didn't technically deserve, although we probably were going to get there on a squeeze anyway. Board 6, 120. Not sure how I feel about this, just because the queen third of clubs on side offers players the ability to just like go crazy and go king of clubs, club to the jack at tricks 2 and 3 after a spade lead. Board 7, 3 hearts making 140. Potential where we might have beat this. Low club switch once we got in, but that would have offered Declare the opportunity to make an over trick if they went correctly. 430 on board 8. Again, I mean, there is a chance that this is a decent result. Some players might get scared and go ace of clubs, jack of clubs, just guaranteeing their 9 tricks. But I do expect that to be somewhat flat. Board 9, 3-no in the south. Unfortunately, queen of hearts offside. There was just nothing we could do. West ace of clubs lead is really weird, but I do kind of expect most of the field to have this kind of auction, and therefore, you know, if West is leading the club ace against this, they probably would have as well if we had started with 3 diamonds instead of just bidding 3-no directly. But maybe the field gets to 4 hearts. I guess it's possible. Or 4 spades, who knows? So that could be a nice result. Board 10 feels like almost everyone's going to be in the same spot. But there was an opportunity to try and escape to a better, or a contract that didn't go down as much. Board 11 was just very flat. That's going to be 50%. And board 12, I think, is going to be somewhat similar. So overall, I mean, it feels like we might be about 70% right now, which is unfortunately below the threshold that we're going to need. Maybe I do need to just get out of my comfort zone a little bit more and try some more silly actions on some of the hands. Pass, pass. I mean, here's an opportunity. We could open a no trump. Like, I personally think that 2 hearts might be a better attempt at swinging a board in a normal match point field, but maybe opening a no trump has some merit in this field specifically. Obviously, the normal thing to do is just open a heart, and maybe we should do that. The hand does not have a lot of playing strength. Like, if it goes 1 no, 3 no, I think we're in serious trouble. I mean, the big winner is if we open a no trump and partner transfers to spades, but that's probably a low percentage to work out. God, it's like, I understand strategically, I want to do something, but it feels so terrible to make some of these bids to me. Okay, let's try 2 hearts. I think this is a reasonable attempt at a swing. Maybe some other players in the field will do this as well, though, which is what I'm kind of thinking is why I was looking for alternatives. But this might steal the contract, and it might do so in a way that causes the opponents to misdefend, like especially if they think that I can't possibly have the king of spades. West might get in later and lead the ace of spades from ace-queen. So let's give this a shot. Ace of diamonds opening lead. Of course they lead the ace of diamonds. I mean, why wouldn't they? Well, I mean, we're in 2 hearts. On the surface, we only have 5 losers, 3 clubs, a diamond, and the ace of spades. Let's see how the defense goes. West might switch to spades here. I guess we'll find out in a second. Queen of spades switch. I mean, that's great news. So one of the things that the robots strongly believe in, even though they themselves don't necessarily follow this strategy, is that opening preempts can't have an outside ace or king. So West switched to the queen of spades, probably from queen doubleton or queen third, thinking that their partner had to have the ace-king of spades, and that the queen of spades would just cash. So this is really nice for us. We can obviously use the queen of diamonds to pitch a club and eventually just lose 1 spade. So I will do that. Now that trumps have split, 3-1 or better, we can just claim. So we're going to lose 2 clubs and a spade from here, making 3. There it is, queen doubleton of spades, right? Like West was confident that we could not possibly have the ace or king of spades for a preempt. Probably, it might have even had to do with the fact that the king of diamonds was played at trick 1. You know, like, how could we possibly have 2 outside kings for a preempt, right? That seems impossible. I don't know if the defense would have gone differently against the auction a heart, 2 hearts all pass. Maybe it would. I mean, maybe over a heart, West actually overcalls 2 diamonds and North bids 2 hearts, and then everyone passes it out. But it feels like we got a little bit of the upper hand on that one. So, see, you don't always have to open a no trump to swing boards. But we'll find out at the end of play, whether or not that's a good result. Here we have 19. This looks like a great candidate for a 2-0 opener. Playing strength-wise, we definitely have it, and certainly the alternative field action of opening a club and reversing into 2 hearts, nothing wrong with that, but I don't feel bad when my hand kind of like fits the general style of the bid, right? Even if maybe there's a slightly better way to describe the hand. So 2-0 feels great here. Partner bids 3 clubs, Stamen. I will show my heart suit. I mean, if we have a 4-4 heart fit, we may as well get there. Cool. So we got to 4 hearts. This has been right-sided, so that's a little bit different than what might happen at other tables, because we open a club, partner bids a heart, and now we're going to be stuck bidding 4 hearts or 3 hearts or something with our hand, depending on what we feel like. Club lead. Well, we have unfortunately missed a pretty good slam. I mean, if Trump's split, then 6 hearts is going to be very easy to bring home. Even if Trumps don't split, we might have a decent opportunity. I don't know how many players in the field will get there. It kind of depends on what South decides to rebid, like a club, a heart. If we bid 3 spades as a splinter, maybe partner gets a little excited, but in robot style, only 9 high card points and a fairly balanced hand might still not be enough to go fishing for a slam. Club lead. So is there any layout where we can make 13 tricks? I'm gonna start with that, because obviously we could technically pitch 2 diamonds on the long clubs eventually. We're gonna need to pull trumps first. It would have to look like something like, no, there's no way, right? We would need to rough 3 spades in our hand, and we have nowhere near enough entries to do that. Club to the king, ace of spades, heart to the 9, spade rough, club to the ace, spade rough. Yeah, it's just not possible. So I want to focus on making 12 tricks as safely as possible, which I guess means we can end up setting up a diamond trick and eventually pitching 2 spades on the long clubs. So if hearts are 3-2, we can just basically claim 12 tricks. And if hearts are 4-1, West is more likely than East to have 4 of them. The 7 of clubs is definitely from shortness. So I think we should cash the ace queen of spades, or ace queen of hearts, before deciding what to do next. That 8 of hearts, it took an awful long time for East to play. That is very suspicious to me. Oh no. I mean, if East has 4 hearts, is there anything I can do about it now? I don't think East has 4 hearts. I mean, the 8 would be such a weird play here from Jack 8 4th. So I don't think that's happening. All right, let's just play the queen of hearts. There it is, but there's, as we said, there's no way for us to take 13 tricks. We could pull a trump and pitch diamonds on all of the clubs, but then we just don't have enough trumps to rough our diamonds, so we'll just claim 12 from here, pull the next trump, and knock out the diamond ace. 480. Not much we could have done once we opened 2 no trump. Maybe if we had opened a club. there were chances for us to find our way into the slam. But it's hard without partner cooperating, and partner just kind of has the perfect fit with us. So they would have to be the one that takes over, and we'll never know. I mean, we'll find out at the end of the session, because I do think the field will open a club, here partner bid a heart, and some of them will splinter in spades. All right, board 15. We have 13 with 6-5. Now, I strongly like opening my longer suit, so I'm going to do that here. I know that some players will do that if their major is spades, but they won't if their major is hearts. I also know that some percentage of the field will just open their 5-card major, so this already feels like we're taking a little bit of a swingy action, but I personally just believe that it's good to do this. And stylistically, the idea is like we can open a club, and when partner doesn't show hearts, if partner bids spades, we can rebid our club suit. We lose out on potential 5-3 heart bids, but I found more often than not in practice, we just end up getting to a better contract. Like, yes, sometimes partner has a singleton club and 3 small hearts, and we would rather be in 2 hearts, where the auction might have started a heart, a spade, 2 clubs, 2 hearts or something, or heart, 2 hearts, you know, game try, reject, 3 hearts, all pass. But it just, for whatever reason, it seems to work out that when you bid your longer suit, you get to a better spot. So that's what we're going to do here. I'll open a club, spade, negative double, so partner has hearts, 3 clubs by east. I am happy to bid 4 hearts here. I have extra shape, great, you know, great controls. Also, the 5th heart is quite nice. I don't understand why 4 hearts shows 11 to 21 high card points. Do they think 3 hearts shows extras? Why would 3 hearts show extras and 4 hearts shows less? What? Hold on. What does 3 spades show? Aha. We might have hit upon the strategy. Because I was wondering, is there any way for me to get my hand across, show extras, and have partner potentially bid onto slam with the right kind of hand? It's not only the spade void. Like, if I had the same hand and I was 0, 4, 3, 6, I think slam is much less likely to make, because now with only an 8-card heart fit, they're going to lead spades. We get tapped once. If we have to pull 3 rounds of trumps, then we can't afford another spade loser. We have trouble knocking out a club loser, for example. But with the 5-card trump suit, not only are we less likely to lose a trump trick, if partner has like king 4th or something, trumps can split, for example, but we'll still be protected in the spade suit. We rough the opening lead, pull 3 rounds of trumps, we still have a trump in our hand, we can knock out the club ace and take the rest of the tricks. So I think I do want to treat this as like a very strong hand with potential slam interest. I really don't need much, right? Like, if they're going to lead a spade, all I need from partner is king, queen, 4th of hearts, and the queen doubleton of clubs for slam to be a good contract. Obviously, on a diamond lead, they set up a diamond trick, and that's bad for us, but they're very likely to lead spades on this type of auction. So, is 3 spades the best way to do it? I think so. Partner ends up as declarer, but I think that's fine. Obviously, us declaring would be a little bit better. Like, partner will end up as declarer if they sign off in 4 hearts. If partner decides to bid keycard, we can show 2 without the queen. And you know, now that I'm looking at it, maybe it's going to be pretty hard to reach this slam. If partner bids keycard, I mean, our options are to truly show our keycards, 2 without the queen, in which case partner's just going to sit there looking at their hand and be like, oh no, we're off like 3 keycards, this is bad. Or we could show our void, but that forces us to slam. Maybe that's okay. If partner's accepting the slam try, They bid key card. We show our void. We get to 6 hearts. I mean, unfortunately, the opponents now know about the spade void, but I mean, maybe over key card we jump to 6 hearts, and that'll confuse the opponents enough to lead spades anyway. I'm just really hoping for this hand where partner has king, queen of hearts, and queen of clubs, and maybe that's a bit too ambitious. I mean, king of hearts, ace of clubs, without the heart queen is also good enough some of the time to make the slam. You know, we could just bid 6 hearts. Probably not too crazy. Let's bid 3 spades. If partner signs off in 4 hearts, we'll respect it. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, partner bids key card. I think I'm gonna bid 6 hearts. Oh. 6 hearts shows an odd number of key cards. Well, I don't want to get too high. I guess I should bid 5 no. This is fine. This is what we're prepared for. I'm content to be forcing to slam. Let's do it. This will generate a swing, probably. Partner's declaring. Hopefully they don't lead diamonds. There. We got the spade lead. This is perfect. First question. Is the field going to be here? Let's think that one through. So what are the decision points we had in the auction? Because this is, I'm looking at the hand, and 6 hearts is an excellent spot at imps, I mean on a spade lead at least, or if it was declared from my side to protect the jack of diamonds. At imps, we could just rough this and go ace of hearts heart, and we would basically be claiming from there. Presumably we can rough out the clubs from that position. I don't know. I haven't fully thought it through, but let's first figure out if we're going to get a really good result just by like taking 12 tricks, and then we can decide what to do from there. So first decision point was the 3 spade bid. I think the field is likely to bid 4 hearts, and I think partners is just going to pass. Like partner has no, well, it looks like West is going to bid 4 spade. Oh my God, auction. It looks like West is going to bid 4 spades over 4 hearts, and it might go pass, 5 hearts. All pass. Okay. So first step is the field would need to do something more aggressive than just bid game. That seems unlikely. So I think just making 12 tricks in hearts is going to be enough. Regardless of that, even if the field does decide to find this 3 spade bid or be a little bit more aggressive, and partner bids 4 no, they're going to have to force to slam themselves, because if we show 2 key cards without the trump queen, then partner's going to sit over here and count number of key cards and say, we have 3 key cards. We are off 2 key cards, therefore we can't be in a slam. They will pass 5 hearts. Another possibility is that the field opens a heart on our hand. Let's think about how that auction would go. We open a heart, our left-hand opponent overcalls a spade. I think on partner's hand, especially because the robots don't have a mixed raise available, North might just bid 4 hearts. North might also bid 2 hearts. I've seen the robots do that with 5-card support. So one of those 2 bids, maybe East-West back into 4 spades, but I think again South might just bid 5 hearts, and that could end the auction. So I'm actually fairly comfortable in thinking that if we just take 12 tricks in this contract, we're going to get a really strong result. Now let's think about how to do that. So we'll definitely rough trick 1. Hurdle 1 overcome. I think we can also afford to rough with it doesn't matter. West is following. I like being somewhat protective just in case something weird has happened, but pretty sure on this auction that West has at least 1 spade, so we'll rough with the 2 of hearts. So if we play the ace of hearts and trumps split, but the king doesn't fall, we can then go club to the ace, club to the king. Let's say someone shows out on the second club. Club ruff, spade ruff, club ruff, spade ruff, club pitching a diamond. Someone can ruff in, switch to diamonds. We'll win the ace. All the trumps have been pulled. We can pitch our last diamond on the last club and go ace of diamonds, diamond ruff. So we make 12 tricks that way. If we play the ace of hearts and trumps are 3-0, if we play the ace of hearts and trumps are 3-0, then we probably have to continue pulling trumps. It's a little bit too risky to go ace of clubs, king of clubs. Someone might ruff that trick and still have the king of hearts. So we could go ace of hearts, heart. The opponents would win. Let's say they play back another heart. We win. We can go ace of clubs, club to the king, club ruff. If the clubs are 3-2, we're still okay. If someone shows out, we could ruff a spade, ruff a club. We can't ruff the last spade because we're out of trumps. We have 2 good clubs to pitch, well, a spade and a diamond, but we would need the diamond finesse. I think the diamond finesse is likely to be offside. But if clubs are 3-2, we're still just claiming. I think for the most part, if clubs are 3-2 regardless, we're just claiming. If someone shows out in hearts, it's likely to be west. So taking a heart finesse through east is probably a good thing to do. I think we should play a club to the ace. It's going to look really bad if west has 5 clubs. But hearts would also have to be 3-0 for this to be a problem. Because east will then ruff the ace of clubs, return a diamond, but then we can go ace of hearts and maybe trumps get pulled. We have a lot of club interior spots. We can take 2 ruffing finesses against west's queen 10. How good is the contract? If I go club to the ace, run the queen of hearts, it loses and a heart comes back. So club to the ace, queen of hearts, ducked, west wins, returns a heart. We win. We go king of clubs, club ruff. Obviously, if clubs are 3-2, we're just making. Let's say west shows out. So we ruff a spade, we ruff a club, and now all of our clubs are set up. Yeah, so as long as clubs aren't 5-0 with east having a club void, club towards the aces, or as long as clubs aren't 5-0, I mean, west could ruff when we lead a club to the ace as well. It looks like we're almost cold. It's possible, but pretty unlikely, that east didn't lead a singleton club, so club to the ace, heart around west singleton king, and then club ruff is a little annoying. But at least this offers us a chance at 13 tricks when east has the heart king. All right, let's do it. Okay, they switched to a diamond, so we can now just claim our 12 tricks. No! Ace of hearts could have made 13, dropping the stiff king offside. That's okay. I think 1430 is still going to score quite well. And then the 13th trick is just going to be a little bit extra that we had the chance to take if I went with my original safety play. I mean, both lines of play are very close at imps, and I was basically playing this contract at imps. Board 16, 2/3 of the way through. How many minus scores do we have? We have 2. Both of which were mostly unavoidable, I think. Partner opens a diamond on this one. We get to bid 1 heart, I assume. Partner bids a no trump. So a no trump denies 4 spades. The opponents have 9 spades between them and haven't bid the suit. I'm wondering about a 3-no bid. My hand comes face up in the dummy if I bid 3-no. Obviously, if partner has 3 hearts, we would probably prefer to play this in hearts. So I could check back with 2 clubs, which I think would be the field decision. I'm wondering how bad 3-no is in general. We do have extra high cards, kind of. We have 15. We have this big diamond fit. So my thought process there is that playing in hearts, often one of the reasons why we would want to play in a heart suit is if our side fit needs to be set up. But if partner has like ace king 4th of diamonds or ace jack 4th of diamonds, we don't need to set up diamonds really, as long as the king of diamonds is in the pocket. So no trump might take the same number of tricks. The robots often are unlikely to lead their long suits. I don't know why, I just like, they just don't like to do it. So I think a spade lead is somewhat unlikely. I mean, a club lead could be bad for us, right? Like, obviously there are reasons why we would want to bid 2 clubs on this hand to search for the 5-3 heart fit. But this might be a spot where swinging and trying 3-no has some merit. Like sometimes East will lead a singleton or doubleton heart. And against 3-no, that is. And that could give us just the tempo we need to set up, or to knock out the ace of diamonds maybe, or king of diamonds, and potentially also blow the heart suit if their partner has jack 4th. I'm going to try it. Well, we do get to 3 now. East finds the king of clubs lead, which is not what we wanted to see. Okay. Well, spade lead would not have hurt us. I mean, the field is going to get to 3 now. So maybe nothing really went horribly wrong here. I mean, maybe the field gets to 5 diamonds. Is that possible? It actually looks like 6 diamonds is not a bad spot on our cards. So I'm pretty sure the percentage play in the diamond suit is diamond to the ace diamond. Let me just take a second to verify that. So 40, and then any singleton honor is half of 50, 25, 65. And then we also pick up half of specific 3-1s where East has king jack 3rd. So that's another few percent, and then we also pick up one of the 4 zeros. So yeah, it sounds like it's about 77% to go diamond to the ace diamond to pick the suit up for, well, 1 or 0 losers. I guess the big gain is if West has singleton king, but of course leading the queen on the first round picks up singleton jack with East. My thought process, though, is that on the king of clubs lead, I kind of want to put East in if I win the club ace at trick 1. So maybe running the queen of diamonds is a little bit better for that reason. Like, run the queen of diamonds. East might be afraid of cashing clubs because we could easily have jack third or something in our hand if he started with king, queen, 9, 4th or something like that. And they'll switch to a spade maybe, or a heart. Then we can run the 10 of diamonds. You know, obviously we have to decide if we're winning or ducking trick 1. If clubs are 5-2, then maybe it's correct to duck trick 1, win trick 2, and then go diamond to the ace diamond, hoping that West has the diamond king and clubs are isolated. I think I like the plan of ace of clubs, queen of diamonds, though. This feels like a reasonable line of play. East is going to have to find the double dummy defense of leading a club to partner. Like, if East has king, queen, 9, 4th of clubs, East will have to win the king of diamonds and then lead a low club, which looks really strange. So I think I really like this line of play. It's going to look bad if East has the king and jack of diamonds, but that becomes less likely just due to the fact that East has these good clubs. It's starting to look bad, isn't it? It's starting to look real bad. Oh! Clubs were 5-2. I mean, I think it's really wrong to play for 5-2 clubs, like duck the opening lead, because now against 4-3 clubs, you just have no chance. Wow, that feels really terrible, though. Down 1. So I don't know how the field's going to do, but I do know that weak players tend to just duck opening leads if they don't have a second stopper. And here they aren't going to really think about this possibility of the 10 of clubs being an important card. They might just instinctively duck the king of clubs and they're going to get rewarded. They'll then play ace of diamonds diamond and West gets in, doesn't have clubs, they'll make 5 and think that, oh, this was just a very simple hand, there was nothing to it. When in reality, down 1 I think is probably a normal result. Oh well. So that's going to be a bad result. That might be our first bad result of the day, or substantially bad result. All right, board 17. I was getting excited. I thought we had a 13 count. We only have 12. Is this hand good enough to open a no trump if we're playing like 13 to 17? At some point you have to decide no, that these hands are not good enough. I could decide to open a club, I guess. Just open a club and rebid a no trump. I think that has a lot going for it, actually, as a swinging action. Or maybe open a diamond. I guess we can open diamond and rebid a no trump. I suppose I like that plan. Yeah, let's give this a shot. Okay, not very happy with what's going on here. Oh no, this could work out very badly for us. Back-to-back bad results. Am I on tilt? I don't think so. I feel like this had some chance of working, but with the opponents having spades, not happy about where things are going. I guess we just have to pass. I'm very concerned partner's going to balance 3 diamonds, though, with a 5-card suit. Okay, interesting. So if I bid 3 hearts, is partner always going to correct to 4 diamonds? Yes, I think so. God, this is rough, because now I do think we have a 5-3 heart fit. Partner is very likely to be 1-3-5-4 in shape. Yuck, 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 yuck. Okay, hold on. Let's think this through. If the field opens a heart on our hand, West overcalls a spade, partner bids 2 hearts, East bids 2 spades. The field should pass, I think. Which will pass back around to partner. Who probably balances with double, and now we get to 3 hearts. So I think we might have to bid 3 hearts to try and get back to par. I was wondering if I could try 3 clubs. Because partner could be 1-3-4-5 in shape. That actually might be more likely than 1-3-5-4. Given that they balance double instead of 3 diamonds. Oh. But if the field is getting to 3 hearts, I think we kind of have to try and get there. I don't know. If we're going down, then 3 clubs and 3 hearts will play about the same, as long as we have an 8-card fit. So maybe it's okay to put it in clubs as opposed to hearts. Obviously, we're trying to make it, but... You know, the opponents might balance back into 3 spades. I'm going to bid 3 clubs. Okay, all right, I've decided. The opponents have 9 spades between them, probably. So let's bid 3 clubs. There's the 3 spade bid. Great. Now how do we feel? Are we good enough to double the opponents in 3 spades as like a match point double? I don't think so. I think we should just we tried something, it looks like it didn't work, let's cut our losses. We're probably back to the field contract. Let's see if we can defend a little better. West is not going to know what's going on in the auction, so they might misjudge what's happening on the hand, given that we have 5 hearts and never showed it. Hopefully partner doesn't bid. Okay, great. Oh, partner leads a diamond, which is not the most thrilling start to the defense. Spade to the king. Wait, East balanced 3 spades? Why would they bid 3 spades? They have nothing. I didn't even realize that East had 3 spades. I thought East was going to be the one with 4, so West has 6. Yeah, Declare just has the Jack of Diamonds. It looks like they're running trumps and they're going to play back the Jack of Diamonds. This is terrible news for us. So ultimately, our decision to open a diamond really did backfire, because otherwise partner would have led a heart. We would have gotten an extra trick. Very disappointing. $170. I don't understand how East bid 3 spades over there. That seems like a very strange decision. We almost had them. We were in 3 clubs, which looks like a pretty good spot. That's really too bad. I don't know. I mean, West obviously should have bid 3 spades with their hand. Well, our experiment failed. That's okay. I also don't understand why partner led diamonds over clubs. We have a larger club fit. I mean, I did bid 3 clubs, which presumably showed a nice fit over here. Too bad. On to board 18. We have a 15 count, so we'll open a no trump. Partner bids 3 now. It's not the prettiest 15, but hopefully we can manage. Opening spade lead gives us 2 spades. We have 4 clubs. We have 1 diamond and 1 heart. Is 8 total. If the ace of diamonds is on side, we'll be able to knock that out and set up a 9th trick. And if the ace of diamonds is not on side, we don't have a lot of opportunities, but maybe the 10 of diamonds can be useful for an end play later. We'll see what happens. So spade to the jack and king. 2 spades lead is either from a 3 or 4 card suit. I think I'm just going to play a diamond to the king pretty early. So let's start out by leading a club to the jack and a diamond to the king. And see what happens. Okay. I strongly believe against these opponents they would never duck the ace of diamonds in this spot. So that, to me, sounds as if the ace of diamonds is on side, which is good news. 5 of diamonds from east, 9 from west. So I think what we should do now is we should... It's still tricky, though, right? Like, even though the opponents only have 3 aces, we're going to have to give them the opportunity to set up tricks before we knock out their aces. So, like, if I lead another diamond up, we're going to set up the 13th diamond in one of their hands. And obviously, diamonds could be 5-2, which would be even worse. If I knock out the ace of spades now, they're going to be able to set up the 13th spade. There are layouts of the cards where I can just make the contract from here, but more likely than not, if the opponents are careful, they're going to be able to set up just enough long suit tricks that I end up going down. So our objective is going to be to try and minimize the chances that the opponents find the right defense, while also potentially making on some of the layouts where we're always going to be cold for it. So for us to be able to make the contract legitimately, we can only lose 1 long trick. And I think that's probably going to have to be spades. Because that's a suit we know is 4-3. So it feels pretty natural for us to just set up the spade trick now. I mean, maybe on a good day, West doesn't even continue spades when we try and set up the suit, but they probably will. Or East. I mean, I don't really know who has the spade ace. I thought it was probably West, given that he's stuck in the jack at trick 1 and East has turned up with the diamond ace, but I guess that's not a guarantee. And so then, if the opponents can't profitably switch to hearts, which I'm hoping they can't, and the person who has the ace of hearts only has 3 diamonds. My plan is to then lead a diamond to the queen to set up the diamonds next. I guess it would have to be East. Like, if East has the ace third of diamonds, the ace of hearts, I don't know. Let's just see what happens. I'm going to play a spade to the queen. Okay, East wins the ace, cashes the diamond ace, continues diamonds. Well, this is good. We made it. East is probably does have the heart ace and has set up a 4th round of diamonds, but they can only cash 1 diamond. We get to pitch hearts from both hands. So I don't think there's really a layout where I can make 10 tricks. I could try and pick off an ace doubleton of hearts, but that's a little bit risky. So let's just play a heart to the king. Okay, a heart to the ace. Oh, West has the last diamond. Of course they do. Fair enough. So could they have beaten me? I assume yes, man. These hands are always a little bit complicated to analyze, but basically the idea would be after the spade to the jack and king, club to the jack, diamond to the king. When I played a spade to the queen and East won the ace, East could have and probably should have played back a spade here. Okay, Gibbs says I can always do it. But if East does play back a spade, then my plan was going to be to cross to the 10 of clubs, lead another diamond, but now East goes up with the diamond ace and plays back a diamond. And so West has the ace of hearts, which I still haven't been able to knock out, as well as both of the long spade and diamond cards. So from here, no matter what I do, I can cash 2 clubs, West will throw hearts, but when I lead a heart, West wins the ace and then has 2 tricks to cash, and I end up going down 1. So I can technically make it from this point in the play if I were to... So let's see, East plays back a spade, right? I guess I can make it if I lead a low heart first towards the king, playing West for the ace of hearts as well as the long diamond and long spade. It's like West kind of gets pickled. If they win the ace of hearts, I've set up 2 heart tricks, so I no longer need to set up the queen of diamonds. And if West ducks, I score my heart trick before leading a diamond up to the queen. And because West has ace third of hearts, they can only take 2 hearts. Wait a second. I'm not sure. I don't think I can make it from here. Hold on a sec. If East returns a spade, am I missing something? What does Gibb think I'm supposed to do? Oh, okay, I could run clubs. I could run clubs right now. I don't think this would have been my line of play. But if I run clubs, because West has all of the 4th spade, the 4th diamond, and the ace of hearts, they get squeezed. They either have to pitch one of their long cards, or they have to discard too many hearts, and therefore, when East gets in with the diamond ace, playing a heart through doesn't help. I see. Yeah, I mean, this is such a complicated hand when you're missing so many aces. Aces are such good cards for this reason and no trump. They control the suits. They control when you can win tricks in the suits. So I probably would have gone down if East had just returned a spade here, went in with the spade ace, but their defense was a little bit soft, I guess is the word. So 6 boards to play. Feels like an okay result to make 3-0 on that one, but maybe the field will also get there. Here's a great hand to open a no trump, and I think I will. 6 solid and a major suit. Like if this was a minor suit, I would be very happy opening a no trump. With the major suit, it's probably okay as well. There's a little bit less positivity to opening a no trump when against the robots with singleton kings because of their infrequent leads away from honors. So normally against human opponents, opening a no trump with a stiff king is good because your left-hand opponent is likely to be long in that suit, and then they're also very likely to lead it because they have length. So they'll lead it with ace 10 fifth, they'll lead it with queen 10 fifth. Obviously you hope for the former, but your singleton king could win trick one, whereas against the robots it's pretty unlikely. Either way, we'll open a no trump, partner bids 2 hearts as a transfer to spades, and this is a spot I'm very unfamiliar with. What am I supposed to do? 3 hearts unfortunately doesn't show hearts, it just shows, you know, a doubleton heart with spade support. And 2 no trump is a maximum with 4 spades. So, I mean, things we could do, we could obviously complete the transfer. It's probably not crazy, right? If partner bids again over 2 spades, partner will bid 2 no or 3 no, and we can just pass that, and we're pretty happy. If partner drops us in 2 spades, we're very sad, but hopefully that doesn't happen. I guess we could bid 3 no, which partner's going to pass. Wait a second, hold on a second. I think I've figured it out. We should bid 3 no. Because what is 4 hearts? First question. 4 hearts shows 5 hearts. Yeah, I don't like that bid. Because what I just said is, like, if we accept the transfer and partner bids 2 no, we can bid 3 no and we're happy. Or if partner over 2 spades bids 3 no, then we're great. So and if I bid 2 spades and partner passes, we're unhappy. So 3 no will always get us to 3 no, where we might be way too high, right? Partner could have like a 5 count with 5 spades and was planning to pass, but then we're already getting a bad score because the field will play in hearts. So I think we should just bid 3 no. How'd we do? Okay. Well, we got a heart lead. Huh. I mean, we definitely have chances. 4 hearts also has play, though, right? If the king of diamonds is on side, then... Oh no, 4 hearts, well, 4 hearts probably doesn't have play, I guess, then. Even if the diamond king is on side, the defense can take 3 clubs and the ace of spades. So if we make 3 no, I think we're in great shape. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to win the opening heart lead, maybe with the 9 and dummy, and play a spade to the king. The defense is going to be very unlikely to continue spades, I think. And if they continue hearts, then if the diamond finesse is working, I'm making this. And even if the diamond finesse doesn't work, they still really need to figure out to switch to clubs, and it might be difficult for them to do so. I suppose I'm hoping for East to play the 10 of hearts, because then I can play an honor. Like, if the 9 of hearts wins, West should know that I have all of the missing hearts, and then the defense gets a little bit easier. Yeah. All right, well, we could run the heart suit. Like, we could definitely overtake this and run the heart suit. Like, that's probably maybe the expert line of play. That would probably be best against humans. Against these opponents, I'm still very tempted to take this line of play of low spade to the king. We might just have 9 top tricks. If hearts are 4-2, which hopefully they are, I mean, presumably the 2 of hearts is not being led from a singleton, although it could have been, and the king doubleton of diamonds is on side, then we may well just have the first 9 tricks. Or opponents kind of get squeezed because they don't know what to discard. Problem is, I'm going to have to make some discards from North's hand on the run of the hearts. And so if I end up pitching a lot of spades, the opponents can just shed all of their spades, hold on to their clubs. So like, if the king doubleton of diamonds is not on side, I just don't think running the hearts offers me a great chance of making the contract. It feels very committal. Whereas this plan of win the 9 of hearts, low spade to the king, like even if West wins, it's going to be hard for West to continue spades. They're probably thinking that I might be setting up this long spade suit. Maybe West continues hearts, or West switches to diamonds or something. And obviously the king of spades might just steal a trick if East has the spade ace. So I think I like this plan. 9 of hearts holds trick 1. Low spade. Hope for the best. Okay. Well, now we should definitely run the heart suit. I mean, this might be our last hand entry. So if the diamond hook is working, we do have our 9 tricks from here. Looks like hearts were 3-3. I have to find 4 discards from North's hand. All right, West pitches a club. I think I should pitch a diamond. Again, as long as I make 9 tricks, it doesn't matter how many over tricks I get, we're going to be winning this board. So I'll pitch a diamond. East also pitches diamond. So a few club pitches from the opponents. Spade discard from East, finally. Spade pitch from West. So East probably is down to ace-jack doubleton of spades. If they have the diamond king, they'll have to be down to king doubleton of diamonds after this trick, and so they can only have 2 clubs. I guess I'll throw a club. East pitches high-low in diamonds. So he discards 2 diamonds, but it's high-low. It's looking like the diamond king is offside. So what is West down to? Have I worked this out? If I'm right, West is down to small doubleton diamond, singleton spade, and 3 clubs, probably to some honor. So if I exit a club here, yeah, if I exit a club here and East wins and plays back a club and West overtakes and plays another club, I have to pitch a diamond and a spade from dummy. East will pitch down to king doubleton of diamonds and a spade, and West will well, I mean, East could pitch down to singleton king of diamonds and a spade, or in 2 spades, and West could play a spade through, scoring East long spade tricks. I mean, I tend to trust the robots' attitude signals. They very rarely give them. So the fact that East high-load in diamonds, I think, strongly suggests the king of diamonds is offside, which is why I'm thinking about the club exit. If I exit a club and West wins, East might block the club suit and eventually end up getting end played into leading a diamond away from the king. It's fairly tempting. It's actually very tempting. I think this is a real chance. If the king of diamonds is onside, I'm going to feel terrible, but this seems like a real chance to try and make it when the diamond king is off. So let's do it. West ducked. That doesn't feel great. Hello. This is good. That went really well. Ace of diamonds before it goes away. Diamond East king, and they can cash a club. Wow. We were right about the end position, but for whatever reason, East won the king of clubs and didn't back a club. They just end played dummy. Amazing. 400. Okay, that feels like a great result. 5 boards to go. Pass, pass, pass. We have a 20 count. Again, I feel bad. We're going to open 2-0, but so is the field. I could deny a 4-card major by bidding 3 diamonds. This is a way that we could try and swing the board. If partner doesn't have 4 hearts, this is good. And this is even better against the robots because the robots will place us with 3 hearts during the play and potentially make a mistake later in the hand. Obviously, if we miss a 4-4 heart fit, it's really bad because on this hand, it does look like we'll be able to cross-ruff a few tricks. Sure, let's give it a try. You know, again, need to step out of my comfort zone a bit, so let's do it. I don't like it, but we gotta try and find some swings somewhere. Partner does have hearts. Well, okay. Not the end of the world. Right? Hold on, maybe it is the end of the world. We have 4 diamonds, 4 hearts, the ace of spades. If the spade hook wins, that brings us up to 10. No, this is really bad. Hearts is just going to make 12 tricks. You can knock out the club ace, ruff, 2 clubs in North's hand. Oh boy, okay. Well, is there any way we can make 12 tricks and no trump? I mean, other than King Jack Doubleton of spades on side? I suspect the answer is probably no. I mean, we could, if someone has the Jack 10 of clubs and 4 spades, maybe we can squeeze them. Gross. I mean, some of the field might not make 12 tricks. It does require a little bit of delicate timing to get there. Let me just rethink for a second, how easy is it? Let's say they lead a diamond. I mean, on a trump lead, it might be actually a little tricky. But if they lead a diamond, we could win the king, lead the queen of clubs, win the diamond return, ruff a club, heart to the ace, ruff a club, queen of hearts, spade to the ace, pull trumps. Oh, we don't have an entry to the diamonds. Okay, hold on a second. Maybe 12 tricks and hearts is actually quite far away. And that's even on very passive defense by just leading diamonds rather than pulling trumps, which would make things a little more challenging for declarer as well. So maybe our objective should be 11 tricks and no trump, which I think I said we might be able to do if the spade hook worked. Although then in hearts, we're just going to make 12 tricks, right? We take a spade finesse. Okay, hold on. Yeah, this isn't great news for us, is it? I mean, I could try for an unusual way to make 11 tricks. If West has the Jack 10 of clubs and the King of spades, I can strip squeeze them. That is, if I can convince one of the opponents to take the club ace on the first round of the suit. And East doesn't switch to spades at any point in the play. No? Why did I do this? I mean, eventually, if you take these anti-percentage actions, something isn't going to work out for you, so no surprise. Huh. All right, you know what? Let's just take the spade finesse. Maybe if I do manage to score 460, even if the king of spades is on side, we might beat out some pairs who are in 4 hearts. I don't know, it seems like a long shot. So how bad is this plan of like playing for this weird strip squeeze against West? It's probably almost impossible, isn't it? They would need the Jack 10 of clubs, the King of spades, and I guess when if East has the club ace, we would need to avoid a spade switch through our ace queen, which all seems almost impossible. So basically, West would need the ace jack 10 of clubs and the king of spades. We could win a diamond, knock out the club ace, run the diamonds and hearts, pitching a spade and club from hand, and then exit a club to West, who would have to lead into our ace queen of spades. I mean, maybe that's the best shit. That doesn't feel like a very good chance to salvage this board. I think I should probably just play a spade to the queen and play the hand normally and hope that something good comes of it. Like what I quoted, king of spades, ace jack 10 of clubs with West, and me guessing the end position all sounds like about as likely as the king jack doubleton of spades onside. All right, king of diamonds. Okay. Right. Yeah, that's totally a thing that just happened. Well, I was not expecting this. I mean, I guess I'll play the queen. Ace of clubs. Oh god, no. Is it happening? Is West continuing the jack of clubs now? They switched to hearts. That's fine. It really doesn't look like there's much I can do. The opponents believe I don't have 4 spades on the auction, so there's not really any way for me to conceal my shape. So I'm pretty sure they're going to hold on to the jack 10 of clubs, but I guess I will give it a try. Let's play the ace of diamonds. Let's play a heart to the queen. Yeah, East now knows everything about the hand. All right, well, fortunately, East had the jack 10 of clubs, so the end play would not have worked. Unfortunately, 630 looks like people playing in hearts are going to score 650 on that one. Maybe not. I don't know. I guess it's possible that East gets the jack of hearts somehow. Let me take a quick look at this. I want to know if we got a good result or a bad result just for my own sanity's sake. So in 4 hearts, I'm going to pretend we're in hearts and not no trump. Let's say West gets off to a diamond lead. You can win the ace, play a club. West continues diamonds, you win. Yeah, this already looks like a pretty bad start for Declare. So if people make the mistake of winning the diamond ace, let's go back and win the king of diamonds just for the sake of doing something intelligent. So now when we win the second diamond, we're in our hand where we can ruff clubs. So we ruff a club. I guess I need to follow with the 6 to be consistent. Oh, but now we're in dummy. Okay, I'm in no trump, so this isn't gonna work. But let's just take a look at this position with North on lead and 4 hearts. How do we get back to hand to ruff another club? If we play a heart to the ace, then when we ruff a club, we can no longer pick up the jack of hearts. Although we can then cash 2 diamonds, pitching 2 spades. As West shows out. Oh, but people might not. I mean, people might then cash 1 diamond pitching a spade and then try a spade finesse, or plan to try a spade finesse. Oh no, but the trump coup works. Because West wins trick 11 with the king of spades when they play the queen, and then has to lead through their partner's jack 7 of hearts into the king 9 in South's hand. No! So I think people, even if they don't necessarily take full advantage of the deal, will be able to make 12 tricks in hearts. There will be some, or sorry, not 12 tricks, 11 tricks. 12 tricks? 11 tricks, 11 tricks. So there will be 650s. There might also be 620s, though. It's not going to be a terrible score, but I think it's closer to 0 than 100. Partner opens a no trump, 4 boards to go. We have 16. This is a good hand. I don't know what we're supposed to do systemically. I think transfer to diamonds and then bid hearts shows a singleton. So we could transfer to diamonds and bid spades, obviously. I wonder if the field bid is just 6 diamonds here, or 2 clubs, 2 spades, 6 diamonds. It might be. 16 opposite 15 doesn't offer bad chances for 6 no, though. Even if a suit contract might be a little bit better. So I think I'm content to just decide to play this in no trump if we can't find a grand slam. Oh, we should note that partner's limited to 16 because we have 16, so that's worth thinking about. Partner can't have the 17 count anymore. Makes 6 no a little bit less attractive, but obviously king doubleton or king third of diamonds, and we're in business. What do we need for 7 diamonds? Well, let's say, what do we need for 7 hearts? Well, we need all the key cards. So king of hearts, ace of spades, ace of clubs. King of diamonds, definitely. That's 14. I mean, that's enough. And we can find all of that out if we have a heart fit via key card. That would also be enough for 7 diamonds. Obviously, I would love to show both of these suits. I just don't know how to do it in a way that partners can understand. Like, I guess I can stamen and then bid 3 diamonds, which will show 4-5 in the 2 suits. And then over 3 no, bid 4 diamonds. All right, let's start with stamen, as expected. So I could bid 3 diamonds. I think I probably should. Now I can bid 4 diamonds. The problem is I don't feel like I'm ever going to have an intelligent way to find out if partner has the right stuff for grand or not. Like, I'm going to bid 4 diamonds, and I feel like partner's just going to raise to 5, and there we are. Maybe partner can Q-bid. I mean, it would be wonderful. Can I bid 4 now? That's quantitative. All right, I'll bid 4 diamonds. Let me just look through my bids for a second. 4 clubs shows clubs. Wonderful. 4 hearts shows, I don't know. 4 spades shows spades. Okay. 4 diamonds it is. Yeah, partner just bids 5 diamonds. I think we just have to bid 6 no then. This kind of feels bad. Oh, that's not the hand we were hoping for. Because 6 diamonds is a great spot, but 6 no trump now requires us to pick up the diamond suit for no losers, I think. See, outside of diamonds, we have 8 tricks, 4 hearts, 3 spades, and a club. I mean, even if the 10 of spades comes home and the diamond finesse is working, we still need, yeah, this is not good. This is really not good for us. Not on a club lead. I mean, if they didn't find a club lead, then we would have been okay. Obviously, in diamonds, we can win the club ace, unblock the spade king, cross to the heart king, pitch our club, and then try and pull trumps. Well, we're here. I mean, once again, if we make 6 no, we're doing quite well. 10 of clubs. I don't know. Let's see what happens at trick 1. West plays the queen. Yeah, so it looks like West has the king, queen of clubs. Maybe that means East has the diamond king, which would be good news. We should probably win the ace. So normal play would be to lead a diamond to the queen right now and then cash the ace. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't really see any reason to lead the jack on the first round. We can always pick off a singleton 10 later using either spades or hearts to cross back to North's hand. And I don't think there's any reason to play a diamond to the ace. You know, leading the jack in the first round could pick up king 10 third onside. So the real question is, how likely is it that East has a singleton king of diamonds as opposed to king 10 third? I think I'm actually going to lead the jack. And the reason is, I think I'm always going to pick up king 10 third. Maybe about half the time. If East has king 10 7, I think I will pick it up. Because I'll lead the jack, it'll go king ace. I will then I guess cross to the king of hearts, and I'll lead the 9 of diamonds, and East will be afraid of not covering this in case West had the 7 doubleton, or sorry, 8 doubleton. So East will always play the 10 of diamonds on the 9. So with king 10 7, I'm going to pick up that holding. And for that reason, I think I like leading the jack first. I lose to singleton king on side, but hopefully that's not what's happening. There's the 7. Just trying to be extra careful. Heart to the king, diamond. If diamonds are 2-2 and it goes 9 of diamonds, like 10 queen, I guess, I can unblock the diamond, ace queen of spades pitching a club, cross back in hearts. Okay. Hey, look at that. 13 tricks and 6 no. So, whew. That's going to be a pretty good result, I think. Some pairs in the field will definitely reach the slam, but I think most of them will get to the diamond slam. And they will make 13 tricks, but no trump score is better. 3 boards to go. East opens the diamond. I mean, this honestly just looks like a no trump overcall to me, with good spot cards in the diamond suit were favorable. So despite only having 14, I mean, this could be a way to swing the board, but I also just think it's probably the right thing to do. This feels a little bit unfortunate, but we're here. I mean, it's not a bad spot to be in. Probably putting in the 8 of spades at trick 1. It's unlikely West has led a low spade from the queen jack, although very possible. But the fact that West didn't lead a diamond means it's going to be harder for us to set up our diamond suit. Queen of clubs probably onside though, so at the very least we should be able to score 4 clubs, 2 spades, and hopefully the king of diamonds at some point in the play. It's a little bit tough with only 1 guaranteed dummy entry, and I mean probably only 1 dummy entry. Ace of hearts very likely to be offside. The fact that West didn't lead a diamond makes me strongly believe that diamonds are 4-1 or potentially even 5-0. Huh. So while normally just like ducking a diamond out of hand might be an effective method to eventually set up the diamond tricks, it might not work here, although I don't know what the alternative plan is. So I think I probably should just lead a diamond at trick 2. I am eventually going to lose some diamond tricks. All right, let's see what happens on the 8 of spades. If an honor's forced from East, we might have some more options. East plays the 9. There's no guarantee the club queen is onside. I mean, I'm kind of wondering if maybe I should just knock that card out and hope to force the 10 of clubs as a dummy entry, but I think that's a little too pessimistic. I'm wondering about kind of a clever plan, because this 3 of spades could be from 5, and if East has the heart ace, I really want to cut communication in spades as well as prevent West from leading hearts. So maybe if I win the king of spades and lead a spade back, and when West plays low, I stick in the 10. It's true I'm stranding the spade ace, but East is going to have to lead something. If they lead diamonds, I get my diamond king. If they lead clubs, I get my club finesse. And if they lead back spades, well, the spade ace isn't stranded, and maybe spades were 5-3. So I think I might try that. That seems like a pretty reasonable play. I could cash a high club first. I think that's a little bit too revealing. So let's lead a spade. West puts in the 5, so we'll stick in the 10. East wins the queen and returns the 4 of spades. Okay. I think I should pitch a diamond. Like if we pitch a heart, it just makes it easier for them to switch to hearts later in the play. Is the thing that I'm thinking about. Like if West is sitting on queen third of hearts or something, it might look scary for them to switch to the queen of hearts. But if we pitch a heart here, maybe they'll think, oh, well, now I might be pinning a jack doubleton, for example, and a heart switch might look a little bit safer from their perspective. We still don't know if spades are 5-3 or 4-4. I mean, we'll probably find out on this trick. If West plays the 2 of spades, then it looks like the spade suit is splitting, or it looks like spades are 5-3. Obviously, West might still hold on to that 2 of spades and play an intermediate card of some kind, or the jack, to keep us a little bit confused, but I suspect that spades are, well, 5-3. Anyway, we'll see. All right, let's pitch a diamond. West does play the 2 of spades, so that's good news in the sense that West's spades are kind of isolated, so now we should be able to force East to lead things for us, which means I think we can lead a diamond towards the king, and then maybe exit in diamonds, forcing East to lead either clubs or hearts, hopefully giving us the club finesse. Let's count the high cards for a second. We don't know about the diamond cards, but we're pretty sure East has the heart ace. So East turns up with the queen of spades, the ace of hearts, the ace of diamonds is going to be 10. If East has the queen jack of diamonds, that gets him up to 13, and the club queen would be 15. Okay, that's not great news, because then East would have opened a no trump. So hopefully West has one of the diamond honors. And the queen jack of hearts. I don't know, it's starting to look a little bleak. Maybe West does have the club queen, which is not great news. Let's lead a diamond to the king. Okay, jack of diamonds from West. So East's shapes are 3-4-4-2, in which case we should cash the ace king of clubs now. That would strip all of East clubs, and of course if the queen drops, that's great. We can run the club suit. And if the queen doesn't drop, we can then exit a diamond, and East can cash 3 diamonds, but they'll be end played into giving us access to the king of hearts. We'll end up down 1, but minus 50 might be an okay result, given that almost everything was offside here. If East is instead 3-3-4-3, without the club queen, then there might not be a whole lot we can do. If we go ace king of clubs, both opponents still have a club, and West has the queen of clubs entry to not only the long spades, but also to be able to put a heart through our king at the end of play. So, like, if East has the club queen, and we go ace king of clubs, and exit a diamond, East will be able to cash 3 diamonds. Then they'll be able to take the queen of clubs, but they will be end played into leading into the king of hearts. So I think we should probably just go ace king of clubs and exit a diamond, because it really is starting to sound as if West is pretty likely to hold the queen of clubs, just high card count wise. East has turned up with we're presuming the ace of hearts, so ace of hearts, queen of spades, ace queen of diamonds, it looks like. That's 12 if they hold the club queen. Maybe West has the queen jack of hearts, and East couldn't have opened a no trump, but it's starting to look pretty remote, that possibility. I mean, obviously, if East does have the club queen, we can make it by exiting a low diamond here without cashing the club ace king. So if East is specifically like 3-3, 4-3, or 3-2, 4-4, both of those shapes we can pick up. I think I like this plan of ace king of clubs. Like, I don't want to end up down 2 and go minus 100. Maybe I should think for a second, where are the opponents going to end up? It's going to go a diamond, a spade. Let's say we pass. A diamond, pass, a spade, pass. And East bids a no trump, which passes out. We're on lead. We can lead a high club. Let's suppose East has the club queen, just for the sake of argument. No, let's suppose West has the club queen, right? How many tricks are they making in a no trump? Because if it's 90 or 7 tricks, then I really want to guarantee down 1. They will have 2 diamonds. They'll have 3 hearts. They'll have a club. I mean, they probably get a spade. It's looking as if 70 or 90 is pretty likely, 7 tricks. And that's, of course, if north-south kind of defend perfectly. It's possible that people will slip a trick, end up minus 120. And if the queen of clubs is in East's hand, like, again, it's very possible they just end up making 7 tricks in a no trump. Obviously, north-south would have to, once again, kind of defend double dummy to be able to hold them to 6 tricks if East has the club queen. And I think that seems pretty unlikely. Okay, I'm gonna take this plan. Ace king of clubs, diamond. King 2, 6, 4. Oh no. That doesn't feel great. Those look like they're both low-high, indicating an odd number of clubs. Can I ever get out for down 1 if West has queen third of clubs? Let's see. If I go ace of clubs club here, West wins, cashes 2 spades. So that's 3 more defensive tricks. West switches to a high heart, a duck, another high heart. East wins. Yeah, East's hand is just high. Okay, so back to thinking about this then. Maybe I should then exit a diamond and hope East has the club queen. How bad is it if I play a diamond, East wins, cashes 2 more diamonds as West pitches hearts, East leads a club. I duck, West wins, cashes a few spades, puts a heart through. I mean, I could end up down 3. I don't know. We'll think about that when East finds the club play, I guess. West has thrown 3 hearts. That is consistent with West starting with 5-4, 1-3 shape. Aha! Look at us! East had the queen of clubs. That's great news. And it was queen third, importantly. Whoa! West had the heart ace. Uh-oh. Is that bad news for us? Maybe. Probably not. 90. I mean, plus 90 has to be good. I'm very happy with the result of plus 90 on the board. But does that mean everyone else is going to do better? Like, what if instead of doing what I did, everyone just takes all their finesses? Heart to the king, club finesse, diamond to the king, basically. Could they do that? After the opening spade lead, you win the king of spades, you lead a heart to the king, you take a club finesse, which holds, or maybe you take a diamond finesse immediately. No, looks like Declare is going to have a little bit too much difficulty in making 120. So 90 feels okay. Board 23, we have 16. Again, we don't get to open a no trump with 13 counts much today. Pass, pass. He spits 2 diamonds, showing the majors. What is double for us? Double's penalty of diamonds. Okay. I don't know. I would say normally I would want to have 5 diamonds. Oh, apparently it shows 5 diamonds. Yeah, like normally I would want to have 5 diamonds for this bid. Otherwise, partner might overcompete. It still feels like the right thing to do. All my values are concentrated in the minors. This is a hand I want to compete. Let's do it. All right, 2 hearts, pass, pass. Well, I think I've done the best I can. Like, we could double again. That has to be a little bit ambitious. I've done my best. All right. Partner decides to lead a diamond and not a trump. Not always the right thing to do on these 2 suited auctions. I mean, I just imagined partner was going to lead a trump regardless of what we did. But so diamond opening lead. It's possible that leads a singleton. I mean, the 4 of diamonds is missing, but that could be the case. I think I do want to play for it, though, because that's one reason why partner wouldn't lead trumps. They're hoping to get some roughs. So diamond to the ace. Let's lead. There's the 4 diamonds. Nope, partner's just leading from like 3 small or 3 to the jack. So West had 4 hearts. I mean, presumably I just cash a club and exit a diamond now. You know, this is one of these spots where you can, sorry, pulling up the last trick, where we know West has the last trump. So if they really wanted to ruff a diamond, they would have done it on this trick, which means that's perfectly fine for us to give them a rough and slough. There's no danger in doing it. And I think it's just a little bit safer to cash a high club first, just in case something weird is happening. Hello? Partner? Oh. Oh, God. Oh, no. I horribly misjudged this. Oh, now I have to... Declare has the spade queen, right? So I can just pitch the king of spades. Wow. Oh, this is a disaster. Why did I think Declare had to have 4 hearts? Declare pulled trumps. Oh my god. Okay, well, they played a 4-3 fit rather than their 5-3 fit. 2 spades obviously would have done so much better. Like, obviously they could have done fine by just trying to cross-ruff clubs and diamonds. I don't know why they didn't do that. Win the king of diamonds, exit a club, ruff a diamond with the 2 of hearts, ruff a bunch of clubs low. Wow. I missed a huge opportunity. Like, we could have gotten plus 200, and I'm sure, I mean, obviously partner should just be leading a heart. Well, okay, really partner should be bidding 3 diamonds on their hand, right? Like, that's the main thing to do. Or they could double 2 hearts, right? Penalty. It's a little bit risky when we have such a big diamond fit that they know the opponents are in a 4-3 or 5-2 or something. So I think just doing that and leading trumps makes a lot of sense. But man, yeah, I missed a big opportunity at the end of play. This is just such a weird line of play if Declare only has 3 hearts. They then played a spade to the ace and exited a diamond. I mean, for starters, I could have let partner win this and then cash the 9 of hearts. But queen of diamonds was fine. Cashing a club was fine. Partner should have dumped the queen on this trick. That might have clued me into something better to do, because we were still okay. We were still beating this a bunch of tricks, even after I played a diamond to the jack and partner and allowed them to ruff. I just needed to play the king of spades. But I had no idea that partner had all the good clubs. I was worried that Declare had the queen jack of clubs and was ruffing this trick. Oh my god. I got so bamboozled, both by Declare's line of play and partner's defense. Whew, I don't know how that's going to do. I have the feeling that might not be a good result, but at least we went plus. So that's a good thing. Last board of the set, East opens a heart. This is not going to be a very fun board. I could try a takeout double. I actually don't know if takeout double is anti-field or not. Players in this field might double. I'm going to pass. So this double should be penalty, which is kind of weird, right? Like, if you had to take out double of hearts, you should have done it on the previous round, so this double doesn't make any sense as takeout. But obviously that's not what partner's doing. I wonder what I should do with this hand. Because I'm not betting 2-no. I mean, 2-no should be takeout. I'm guessing they'll think it's natural. Ah, yeah, 6 or more high card points, right. Because we want to be in 2-no opposite a past partner when we have 6. 2-no should be 2-suited takeout, but even if it was, I don't really have that. I could bid 2 spades. They think it promises 4, but obviously, like, sometimes you just have to do something. Maybe the most natural bid is 3 diamonds, but my hand is terrible. I'm wondering if I should pass and try and get a plus score in 2 hearts. I know the field will not be passing, so that makes me think that passing at least has some merit. The opponents are probably in a 6-2 heart fit, so they're going to get 5 trumps. I mean, maybe we get lucky by passing out the double of 2 hearts, where East now thinks that trumps are splitting badly. The thing is, I just don't know what to lead. I guess I'm going to lead a spade, but that's kind of scary. A heart lead is most passive, but my thought process is, like, maybe East will like, if West has Queen 10 doubleton of trumps and East has King 9 fifth or King 9 6th, our partner will score the Jack doubleton of hearts as long as I don't lead one. I don't know. I mean, it could go very badly if partner has a singleton heart. The thing is, partner with a singleton heart really should have been making that takeout double over no trump. So I'm pretty confident in thinking that partner is 4-2, 3-4, or something like that in distribution. A spade lead's just very unattractive. I mean, every lead is just unattractive. Maybe I should lead a diamond, pass this out and lead a diamond. Like, spades are very likely 4-3-3 around the table, right? West bid a no trump and not a spade. East has 6 hearts, so they probably don't have 4 spades. We know partner has exactly 4, or else they would bid spades instead of whatever else it is they're doing. I mean, they probably already should have 4 spades, so I don't know. Pass this out, lead a diamond? Is that the play? Maybe that's the plan. It is very anti-field. What am I worried about on a spade lead? I'm worried that dummy has like Queen 10 third of spades, I guess, and declare has ace third. Then I blow a trick at trick 1, declare sticks in the 10, whereas otherwise, because of our good spade spots, we'll be able to score 2 spade tricks if declare plays. Oh, no, we won't. So I guess I'm worried that declare has ace 10 third and dummy has queen third. Yeah, that would be the concern. And otherwise, if partner has like the king queen of spades or the ace queen of spades, then a spade lead actually kind of works out. We might set up a couple of tricks, or we will set up a couple of tricks. Okay, I'm on board. I mean, God, like the high card points are balanced. I'm basically banking on partner being exactly 4-2, 3-4 in shape so that we don't have a large fit either, and therefore we might be able to score diamond and club tricks on the side. All right, here we go. That is not good news. Spade goes to the king and ace. So East has ace, queen, third of spades. Diamond lead, I guess I'm going to play low. Partner, please, please. Why are we not returning a spade? Okay, fortunately the spade got played back at me anyway. Wow, West has 3 hearts. Oh, this is bad news. I really wish I had a diamond exit right about now. So the declare would have to lead for me. I mean, it looks to me like I can play the ace of hearts, exit a heart, and eventually score 2 club tricks. So East has turned up with the ace, queen of spades, nothing in diamonds. Maybe I should count partner's hand, because partner's turned up with the ace, jack of diamonds, and the king of spades. If they had the king of clubs, they probably would have opened. Oh man, that's really bad news, isn't it? If partner has the king of clubs, they probably would have opened, so partner probably has exactly the club queen, and declare is going to guess it. No, this is so bad for me. Really wish I could have exited a diamond here. Man, that ace of diamonds diamond was so bad from partner. They needed to play back a spade. I guess I'll try low heart. I mean, maybe partner has the stiff queen. Seems pretty unlikely. I really hope partner doesn't have singleton jack, because I think we were taking that trick if I had a safe exit at this point in time. Okay, heart to the 10 and queen. Oh no! Oh no, East had the 4th spade. Oh, this is really bad news. Now East only has 1 club. They're just making it. Oh! East only has 5 hearts. Wait. We did it! Oh my god, we did it! Plus 100. Let's go! Wow. Why did East rebid 2 hearts? Oh my. Why did East rebid 2 hearts? Also, were we making 3 diamonds? Kind of an important question. We have a heart, 2 spades, and a club to lose. We were making 3 diamonds. Oh! Remember, I was betting on partner being 4-2-3-4 in shape. The 4-card diamond suit was not good. How did we do? I mean, this was a better day than day 1, but it's not going to be the 80% that we need. We were at 70.25. So, very nice result. Unfortunately, we're kind of off pace for making back up our traction in the event, but ends up being a good set overall. I mean, we'll see tomorrow. I will try and do some more of this, and hopefully it works out. Maybe we should have just been doing this from the start. Who knows? Last board actually was 68%, so maybe 3 diamonds did present a little bit of trouble for some players. It looks like it's cold, but maybe I'm missing something. Okay, well, that's going to wrap up day 2. So stay tuned for day 3. Maybe we'll still be able to make it back into the leaderboards after all. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.